Let's come back to our positions. Let's stand by.
Welcome to tonight's game.
Our background.
Good evening, how are we doing? Sorry, I was just checking the microphone was on, and it is on. Do we like the new intro, the countdown and everything? That sounds good. Nick, yes, there is a channel that Trevor doesn't tell the bartender what to make. That's my channel. I don't take any notice of Trevor. Evening all, how are we doing? Let's go through the rundown. I've got my comments this side tonight. So oh my God, we've got a few Canadians in the house. Anyway, let's go down top to bottom. Neil, Nick, Claire, Ant, Windy, and Kevin. Who else have we got? Rob, Stefan, or should that be Stephanie? Who else here? Justin, Ashley, Lee, Darren, Scott. Who else are we? Loads of people. Mark SH in the house. You crazy Canadians. What's coming up in store tonight? Well, we've got some fun. I'm pretty pumped for tonight's show. I haven't even had a drink yet. Coming up in tonight's show, I am going to be finally cracking this sherry liqueur. Sorry, Windy. Sorry. So we'll be having a little taste of that. I'll come to that in a second. The rums of the week are, we're going spiced rums because we've got a few weeks of proper out-and-out rum coming up. So I've gone One Eye Rebel. I'm quite excited to try these. I haven't capped them or anything. Look, the caps are still on. I've never tasted them. Didn't even have these at, I don't think we were there actually, at Rumfest. But I've got a little story to tell you about these. So that's coming up in a bit. What else have we got to tell you? We've got cocktails from Ash and the cheese one. That's coming up tonight, later on. And then, as always, we've got questions and answers and lots of fun and lots of banter. Remember, oh, I haven't put this up on screen yet, have I? Remember that little thing? There we go. If you've got any questions, big capital letters for questions right at the start, because the chat is flying these days. Hey, Moxie, how are you? Cool, cool, cool. You won't be able to do this as your channel gets bigger. I don't know what that's referring to, but yeah, of course we will. Of course we will. We always make time for the fun people, don't we? So I'll put this on screen so you can see what's going on. Kevin, this is just for you. I've adjusted the times. Now I've given myself like a little sort of extra couple of minutes at the start. I've given myself like an extra sort of 10 minutes for the old cocktail and the rum review. So we should be. Let's see if we can stick to that time tonight, shall we? It'll still finish at 11 o'clock, 2 hours later. So hide, let's put that one back. Yes, boom. Is that the one? No, we want that one, don't we? There we go. So if you've got a question, whack the thing up, whack it in capital letters at the start, and I'll be able to see it as I'm scrolling through. And let's just make sure that's at the bottom. Brilliant. So I can't see how many's on because my little thing's not working there. It says no people on. Well, I know that's a lie. I'm going to let Trevor and the gang bully you if you're watching. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. And Trevor will be on that. Right, let's start off with this little beast. I can do one better than that. Hang on. Let's do that. I can do one better than that in a minute. So I've got this little thing here. There's a little story to tell you about that. There we go. Focus. Diary of a Rum Hunter. I'm looking forward to trying this. If you don't know what this is, go and check out Diary of a Rum Hunter's channel. I can give you an even better thing than this. Wait for it. Hey, there he is. That's Flagon that you can see on screen now. That is what this rum is. So that's Darren. And Darren brought this, let's go back to that. Darren brought this flagon. I'm not sure if he's here yet, to be honest. But Darren brought this flagon, I think for 800, I think I've got this right, 840 quid. Did I write this down? But I think with including fees and all that, I think it went up to 1,000, just over £1,000. I'm not sure I wrote that down, actually. That's coming off memory. That's a good memory if I've done that. No, I didn't write it down. So I think it was over £1,000 for that flagon. That flagon, I'm pretty sure he got 5, nearly 6 bottles of rum out of that. And the flagon is from 1970. So we've got, what, 50, where are we, 52-year-old. Well, and the rest, because I'm not sure how old the rum was going into the flagon in the first place. I hadn't even cottoned on to that until earlier. So I don't know. It's at least 50-odd years in the flagon, and God knows how old the rum is before that. I'm assuming pretty young, but we don't know. To be honest. It might be 6-month-old rum. It might be 3-year-old rum going in there. We don't know. So it's at least 52 years old. And obviously it was for the Navy. So obviously this is, I mean, bearing in mind, you know, these guys weren't a brand back then. They weren't even invented like pusses. But this essentially, well, actually that one, that essentially is original that, give or take. All right. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. Thank you very much, Darren, for sending this over. And do I get nervous before lives? No. What's to get nervous about? Why would I get nervous? I get nervous about not opening it. Oh, there we go. He's wax sealed it. Right. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I've seen him. I've watched him sort of taste his own stuff. I've got no idea what to expect here. I have never had a rum this old before. I've never had anything remotely even close to anything like this. So I've got no idea what to expect from this. I'll pour half of it in there. Look at the colour of that. I might give you a little close-up just so you can sort of see this. Look at the colour of that. Can you see that? It's like Coke coloured. It's like Muscovado sugar coloured. Look at that. That's pretty dark, that is. God, smell on that. So if you haven't done already, go and subscribe to, I've left him on screen there, go and subscribe to his channel, Diary of a Rum Hunter. He does some epic stuff, completely and utterly different to what I do. He's like a proper out and out rum sort of connoisseur. Think nothing of like spending stupid money on bottles of rum and all that. So, you know, he's got nothing that I've got behind the back there. He's got the proper stuff up there. But I just find this so fascinating to get into. So let me just scroll back through here. No questions, blah, blah, blah. Rob, did I see you're a little bit tipsy, Rob? Did I see that? All this chat's scrolling through, so I don't know. Rob, if you're a little bit tipsy, cheers. Thanks for coming. Right, this little stuff. This is proper. Cool. Getting like aniseedy notes off that. Bitter. That smells like nothing. I've gone behind the bar. Absolutely nothing. Sort of treacly a little bit. I don't know. Don't even know how strong this is. Right, Christ. Let's go. Let's go for it. Holy hell. Wow. That's woody, bitter. Not much sweetness there to it all. Cool, the spice comes out. God, do you know what? That is... It's not on this level. Absolutely not on this level. But this is the rum it reminds me of, actually. Cheers, Steve. Take it, Rob is a little bit tipsy. Gee, Steve has a drink before he goes live. I don't. I have a little drink of water. I have a little drink of water before I go live. I don't, because I drink quite a lot through this. I don't actually drink too much. So just the kind of vibes. I mean, it's nothing even remotely close. Don't get me started, but that woody bitter. I'm thinking of who else has got this. Trevor and a few others. I know you've got the Pusser's 15-year-old. It's that, but on steroids. It's absolute. God, that is a beast. That is. It's got quite a lot of thickness to it. Is that the word? Viscosity. It's not. There's a little bit of legs on it as well. It sort of clings to the glass. It takes a while to come down. But wow, that is not, you know, not sweet. That 15-year-old has got a lot more sweetness to it. Bearing in mind there's 0 sugar added to that. That is stunning. There's a smell on there that I really can't pick. It's like burnt something. Maybe, oh, I'll tell you what, right? If you drop, you Americans, you'll be all over this, but if you drop lots of meat and all that in your barbecue, what is that smell? It's like burnt, I don't know, I'm getting burnt meat. Barbecued, smoky, there it is, smoky kind of burnt meat. That's what I'm getting there. That's insane. I'm gonna put that lid on. I'm gonna keep have a little go at that tomorrow. Thank you very much, Dan. That is massive. I'm not sure if you're even watching at the moment or whether you'll watch this. Well, I know you'll watch it back, but I don't. That's the sort of smell I'm getting. Sort of smoky, barbecuey kind of burnt meat. Oh, that is a beast. That is proper beast mode. That is. I'd love to know how strong that was. So bearing in mind, it's proper Navy strength rum that's gone into that flagon, because obviously it's gone onto the boats, isn't it? Gone for the Navy. But yeah, 50 plus years old. 50 odd years in that flagon. And then however many years pre that, I don't know, 6 months, 3 years, no idea. Oh, I could smell that all day. There's like loads of different things coming off that. Right, Ross has a poo. Yeah, pre-match poo. Don't forget the pre-match poo. That rum is probably more correct English. Right, hang on. I don't know what I'm missing here. Lots of comments. Steve has a drink. Right, we've seen that. Ash, full of cocktail this week. I'm using Mr. Black. Yeah, we'll come on to that. That flavour is bearing in mind it will be using spiced rum. What? Mr. Black. I'll deal with that in a minute. Luna. No, Luna's not sweet. Luna. Right, hang on a minute. The popular misconception. The whole reason I'm using a Luna these days and not Mr. Black is because it's like unsweetened. It's got coconut vibes to it, but it's nowhere near Kahlua levels. It's sort of literally kind of Mr. Black levels. That's why I use the Luna. So Luna, Mr. Black, pretty similar. All right, so that deals with that one. The smoky Marmite. That's a good shout. Oh, who came up with that? Lee. Yeah, Twiglets. That's or like proper sort of. Oh, I don't like Twiglets. Let's just bring it back. That's what that is. It's just that smoky. That's all I can really relate it to. Marmite's not a bad shout actually. Or Vegemite for you Australians. What else have we got there? Tobacco? No, I don't know. I'm not really getting tobacco off that. Maybe. That's proper insane. Does anyone want to club together and get a flagon? Only £1,000. Wow. Right. Where are we? I'm already running behind time because I've got another rum to try it. That is proper beast mode. I like that. I don't know what else I can say that. That's it, Stefan. You bully them. 42 people watching and 25 likes. You bully them. Bully them. Tell them, Stefan. Tell them. Right. That. Cool. It's different layers to it every time you have another little sip. That's proper mind-boggling, that is. Cool. Right. Let's get on to this. Let's keep Windy happy. So, my mate, let's get rid of this one. Let's go back to, where's my mouse? There we go. Let's go back to this. So my little mate, Windy, he was in the chat, right? Some of you will know exactly what this is. Some of you will be like, what the hell is that? Right, there we go. Dos Maderas. I keep spelling it wrong. I put an O on the end. Dos Maderos, but it's not. It's like Madras, but the R's around the wrong way, look. And there's an E in the middle, sorry. So we've got this Dos Maderas. 5+5. So it's aged for 5 years in the Caribbean, and then it's aged for a further 5 years in Jerez, in sherry casks. I can't wait to try this because, as a lot of you will know, this is one of my favourite sort of rums, like proper sort of rum, you know, not beast mode sort of aged rum, but I do kind of like that. If I'm not in the mood for a spiced rum, but I want something like really smooth with a bit of kind of sweetness, fruity notes to it, I kind of go for that. I do kind of like that. So, but this is Windy's version. So I've never had this. Should have prepped this. So I've got there. So this is what Windy's version. We all like, and Trevor, we all like Plantation's Oloroso cask. The big difference with that is 50. I've forgotten what it is now. 56% ABV. Sold out unless you're probably in Canada and you've got the wrong stock over there. But it's one of Plantation's sort of cask swap type things. So that's a completely different beast to what that is. So bearing in mind, I know exactly what this is. Let's have this. I did promise Windy. I've done a bit of diving into this. I've got a few facts, but I will keep the facts under my hat until I've had a little taste. Cool, smell. It's actually not too much smell coming off that. Bit of sherry, but not. Well, let's get it in the glass. Let's get it in the glass. Right, let's have a good old glass. Cool, that's dark as well, isn't it? Look at that. Comparing side by side, does that work? Yeah, I don't need to go close up to that. Look at that. So that's my Ron Cube, which is 5. I can't remember now. I think it's 5 year old plus 2 years in sherry cask, and this is 5 years old plus another 5 in sherry cask. So technically 3 years older. Right, where are we going? I don't actually get too many different noses off that, to be honest. I get the sherry. Quite, I don't know. Complete. I think this has killed my nose buds. Whoa! Barbecue bacon, kind of like that's another smell, like really burnt sort of bacon. Right. Anyway. What's coming up here? What's the strength being 52 years? Yeah, exactly, Ross. I don't know. Obviously, he did quite well to get sort of nearly 6 bottles out of it, so it won't have lost too much. But obviously, bits evaporate. Depends how it is, and you know, alcohol will have evaporated off it. But I can tell you that's a lot more than 40%. Let's put it like that. A hell of a lot more than 40%. That's still quite potent, that stuff. Right, let's go into this. The old chatty. E150A. Right. It's very sherry forward, especially on the taste. Right, let's go for it. Actually, I've still got barbecue pork chops or whatever. Right, let's clear the on palate. Here we go, Windy. Here we go. Windy's all nervous, isn't he? He's like, oh, what if he hates it? What if he hates it? Right. That is very easy drinking. Flipping hell, you could gulp that, couldn't you? Bloody hell. He says. That is really, really nice. It is really nice. I've got a few things to say to it, about it, but I actually really do like that. It's, how strong is this? 40%. Is it 40? How strong is this? Yeah, 40%. I'll be honest, it don't taste like, that's dangerous. That don't taste like 40%, huh? Definitely get those mellow sort of sherry notes off it. I mean, you can't miss that sherry notes. You really can't. Right. Let's just have a little comparison to this. There's more sherry, obviously more sherry going on in that. Way more sherry. You can tell instantly there are different styles of rum. Instantly, you've got the kind of, shush, sorry, trailers going past down there. You've got kind of the lighter sort of Spanish style of rum going off there. And you've got the heavy, I forget what this is now. Where's this rum? Caribbean, Guyana, yeah, Guyana and Barbados. So you've got a heavy molasses. You can tell that's like real heavy kind of molasses rum gone in there. Whereas this one is much lighter. And for me, actually, even though there's 38, 37 and a half, actually it's got more of a rum kick to it than this. Now, I have got some knowledge here. This is unofficial knowledge, but I'm pretty much guaranteeing it's bang on because I know the source it came from. So this is bottled by bodegas, or however you want to call them, sort of massive sherry importers and sherry brand. I have it on very good authority that this isn't actually a rum. This is a rum-based spirit drink. The reason being, the hydrometer tests on this are astronomical in the whole rum world. It's getting up to, I've seen 3 different tests. The lowest one came out at 27 grams of sugar per litre. The highest one came in at 35. So we know somewhere, and I've seen 3, so we know somewhere roughly it's between sort of 27 and 35 grams of sugar per litre. But we don't think, in fact, we know it's actually not, sugar that's added to this for the sweetness. We've got it on very good authority that what happens is they add a good bottle of sherry to the rum per litre to the rum while it's aging. So not only is it aged in sherry casks, actual sherry has gone into the barrel. So it would have been barreled at proof, maybe 60% ABV, maybe 50% ABV, whatever they barreled it, whatever proof they barreled it at. But they've cut it back slightly with some sherry. So the sherry will have imparted sweetness to it, which unfortunately doesn't make this a proper out-and-out rum. It does make it a spirit drink. But nonetheless, this is... this, if you're a sherry fan, this is... Oh, I tell you what, sherry trifles. This takes sherry trifles and that to a whole different level. For me, I absolutely love it. I do really like it. There isn't the rum notes to it. There isn't the kind of the rum bite that you kind of want when sipping that. Now, that's very easy to drink. That's too easy to sip neat. You could have a whole flipping glass of like that as you would a sherry. Not a problem at all. Kind of fruity sort of raisin notes to it as well. What else have we got in the chat? Question. Right. Sorry, I didn't clarify this. What sherry is the Cube? I don't actually know because I can't read Spanish. But we do know because of Cuban law and because this is authentic Cuban, we do know by Cuban law that there's no sugar added to this. So the sherry coming off this will 100% be the barrel itself. So there's nothing added to that. There might be a few bit because I don't actually know where it's bottled. Assuming it's bottled in Cuba, which will probably mean there's a 99% chance that absolutely no sugar has been added to this. Unfortunately, there's not much information on it, but I have had it sort of clarified by 2 really good sources that there should be no sugar added to that at all, or no sherry. So the sherry notes off the Cube will literally be off the barrel, whereas we do have it on very, very good authority that a good bottle of PX. And by bottle, I don't know how big the barrels are, but you know, their bottles might be magnums or whatever. But we have it on very good authority that PX has actually been thrown into the barrel while it's aging, and I can understand that. But yeah, as to which I'll be brutally honest, nothing's displacing that, because I get those kind of light rum notes. That is, to me, is kind of rum with sherry added to it. This to me is a sherry replacement. I'd have that with my Christmas pudding. I'd have that in the trifle. Mummy Barman will absolutely adore this. Might have another go at that tomorrow. It's very fruity. April. Oh, we're getting apricots off that now. Apricots. Right, what else? What else have we got here? Whiskey Tribe did a tasting experiment. How much sugar? Oh, hello. Surprisingly, quite a significant amount, surprisingly. Coffee was weak. Yeah, nothing for me to go in there. Yeah, perfect after dinner sipper. I would absolutely go along with that. You know, before you kind of move into your evening sort of drinks, your higher, not ABV, but your more rum. For me, that's, from the best way I'll describe that, that is dangerous, because that does not taste like a 40% rum. That tastes 25%. I've got spiced rum liqueurs here, or rum liqueurs, I should say, that are 25 ABV, that taste stronger than what that does. So this could be dangerous. that could be a good evening session starter, that. But I do really like that. Mummy Barman's absolutely going to love that. I'll get her to have a little taste in there. Mummy B for a live taste test and opinion and sidelines. Come on, Mummy B. Right, Lee, what's the maximum amount of sugar per litre that can be added before it comes to a rum-based spirit drink? 20 in the EU, 20 grams of sugar. There's a video, I'm surprised you missed it. It's gone absolutely bananas. But 20 grams per sugar. Oh, here she comes, look. Here she comes. Here she comes, look. Wait for it. Oh, I like that. Windy, she's going to love this. Oh, you want your own glass? Bloody hell. She's coming here with a tumbler. Look at that. Fill that up there. Look at that. Bloody hell.
I don't want to blow it. No, whoa.
What?
I might not like it.
You'll love it. We talked about might not like it. Oh, a little eyes have lit up.
Oh, that is a lovely one.
Yeah. She likes that. She's off. Back to dancing on ice or whatever's on TV. What?
Don't hide the bottle.
Don't hide the bottle. Okay, that's got a new home apparently. She's going to take the bottle. Now the bottle's still here just for now, but that might go missing later or tomorrow. It's still the rum characteristics in this, for me, to comparing the two, the rum characteristics in this are much more pronounced. That to me is, yes, it's got the sweeter notes of the rum, but that's come from the sherry cask, whereas that is kind of liqueur. That, I tell you what, that's going to be awesome for, if you get any cocktails, like tiki cocktails that call for sherry notes or sherry to be added for it, that's going to be a whole different level of something like that. That could be an awesome cocktail rum for those sort of tiki drinks. I really like that. Tough to know where that sits for me. I definitely an after dinner, sort of kind of just a glass after dinner. Not sure I'd have that as a sipper. Just, yeah, I kind of want my rum, if you know what I mean. But that is definitely one to have for your collection. If you get it at a decent price, that's definitely a lovely one to have for your collection. So I like that. Like that. Cheers, Wendy. Cheers, Windy Bum. Right, drums, like it better than the five and hash. What's that? I don't know what that ends. Drums and rums, 5 and 5. Hi, drums and rums. Right, let's crack on. I'm only like 10 minutes late. Sorry, Kevin. There we go. What am I? 8:15. Oh, I'm a bit late. I'm a bit late. Never mind. Right, let's put this on so the old I can do the old timestamps. It is cocktail time, and this week's cocktail, Ross found this one. What's it called? Rossi B? Espresso Bongo. That's what it's called. Have I got the captions? Yes, that one. Ross found it in PDT, cocktail book PDT. It's not a rum cocktail book, but it's got plenty of rum recipes in it. And strangely, this is accredited, I think it was credited to Beachbum Berry. Now, I've got all of Beachbum's books, and I can't find this recipe anywhere. So I don't know how new this recipe is. It's definitely not in Sipping Safari. It's not in Remixed, which is Intoxica and Groglog. What's the other book? I've got it on Kindle upstairs. Can't think what the other book. So I can't find the actual recipe in there to find out too much about it. But Ross found it in PDT. I haven't got PDT because it's got gin cocktails in there, and we don't want cocktail books with gin in it, do we? So now, what I have done to save yourself some time, Kevin, before you kind of say he's behind time, I have got all 4 cocktails prepped in there at the moment, the mix for the cocktails. So I've saved myself some time. So if you're new to the show, if you haven't tuned in before, what we kind of do each week, we take one cocktail, we make it as per the specs, so trying to sort of keep to the same rum that they asked for originally. And then I kind of go off on a little deep diving mission. I know Trevor's done the same. I've already seen the photos there. We go on a little deep dive to see what difference the rums make. So I've got 4 different rums lined up after this as well. So spiced rum will be involved in this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer this to my... Oh, let's get the ingredients ready for you so you can kind of see. So I haven't used the rum yet. And the recipe, PDT, it did actually call for Appleton 8-year-old. So that is, I think it was, I'm sure it is. So that is the rum we're going for in there. Coffee liqueur. This is what Ash was talking. All the photos are flying in now. I haven't hooked myself up yet, but I will kind of hook myself in there. Coffee liqueur, Mr. Black. Kahlúa's got a bit of sweetness to it, but I kind of use a Luna. I've swapped to a Luna now instead of Mr. Black. Very similar kind of profile. The base of this is actually coconut rum, though. That's where the alcohol comes from. Even though you don't get too much coconut vibes off it. The coffee very much kills the coconut vibes, but it's such a smooth coffee liqueur. So treat that, if ever I use that, treat it the same as kind of Mr. Black. All right, it's the same sweetness levels as Mr. B. Lime juice, which we've got there. Pineapple juice. Orange juice. Oh, I've put the orange juice away because I didn't need any more because it's there. But orange juice, passion fruit syrup, which I'm going to do that. And as always with my passion fruit syrup, with that one, but because that is kind of tart, I do balance it up slightly with plain sugar. Okay, so I do kind of balance my up. So recipe for this, ratios for this. I know a lot of you, the kind of cocktails are flying in. Trevor's already made all 4. Let me scroll down on my OneNote. Come here. Where's my mouse? There we go. Right. So ratios for this. We want 2 ounces of Jamaican rum, Appleton 8-year-old. We've got half an ounce of a Luna coffee liqueur. We've got half an ounce of orange juice, half an ounce of pineapple juice. And then I've done to purely balance, I've done 3/4 of an ounce of passion fruit syrup to 1/4 of an ounce of sugar. And that should be balanced perfectly then. A lot of people will do kind of funkin', so half funkin' to half sugar syrup. That's what I'm recreating with that. I'm going 3/4 to 1/4 of that. That's kind of what that is. Or if you're using Monin passion fruit syrup, yeah, kind of stick to that. But bearing in mind, this sort of stuff and funkin' is going to give you way more passion fruit. No, it's coming forward. So we are all blended, and well, we're not blended. We are all batched and ready to go. So all I've got to do is get my brand new whizzy thing. What are we calling it? Flash blender, stick blender. Brand new stick blendery thingamajig to action. Come in here, crushed ice. All my crushed ice is frozen. I'm going to pour that in there. So I've got enough for, how many are we doing? 5 cocktails, obviously. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. So, and a couple of cubes for what's the word? Agitator cubes. There we go. Right. 1, 2, hide. Right, boom. Boom. God, we like that, don't we? We like that. Of course, it's a good old blender, isn't it? It's a good one. Unfortunately, half the passion fruit syrup's still in there. Let's give it another quick blend. Hang on. I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. There we go. Perfect. Right. Perfect. Right. Should have looked at that first, Barman. Should have looked. Right. Let's go then. So, I am going to do... Actually, let's make the cocktail properly first. Tiki glass? What was it? I've forgotten what it was now. Tiki glass? Yeah, let's do it like this. So, what should we use? I use my baked bean tin. So I've got a full-size one here that I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do little baby ones to kind of do that. So this one's a 2-ouncer, he says. I'm sure it was. 2 ounces? Yeah, 2 ounces of Appleton 8-year-old. That's what it was called for. Boom. And then I know exactly what to do here. Complete with ice. 1, 2, 3, and 1 for luck. Bit of ice. Right. Perfect. And a bit for the bar top, as always. So, that is the Espresso Bongo. Right, stick a straw in that. Tell you what, I've got myself some more carpet under here. The carpet's absolutely lovely under here now. Right, I've already had carpet, but I've got another carpet, if you know what I mean. Right. I'm double bubbled on the carpet levels. Right, so this is it. I can't be faffed with garnishing. I'll share some of the photos in a minute. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, that's kind of well balanced. Coffee, pineapple, passion fruit. Really cool. That's different tastes as it goes down. That bounces around. So your palate. Coffee's coming back again. Quite like that. That's kind of fun. Cheers, Ross. Right. Book says 2010 for this. Okay. If I missed anything else, I'm looking for the big capital letters. No, that's fine. Right. Ash asked. I'm struggling to get the coffee notes through this. Coffee's massively there for this. I'm sure you used Mr. Black, didn't you? They really kind of bounce around everywhere. That's delicious. I really like that. Right. So, for this, I know my ratios. So what we do each week, so we've got the recipe called for Appleton, a Jamaican, 8-year-old Jamaican. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to riff this up with my 4 mixers, and I've kind of given them some of my membership, not the whole Discord, but the membership part of my Discord. Know exactly what rums I'm going to use here. So the first rum I went for was Plantation. Let's go this way. My head telling me to go this way. I don't know why. Right. Let's go. So I'll start here. So the first one I'm going for is Plantation. So we're going from Jamaican, an 8-year-old Jamaican, to Plantation 5-year-old Barbados rum. Don't know why I've been using Dawleys for the last couple of weeks. I thought let's give some Plantation some love. So that's why. Let's keep that there. The second one I'm going for. Now Trevor did get Eldorado 8-year-old out. I've got Eldorado. I've got both, as we know. Have I got enough? I might copy Trevor, just so because I like copying Trevor. So I might. That is actually Eldorado 8-year-old. If you don't know the story, I broke the bottle. So that is my last dregs of Eldorado 8-year-old. So we got that. I'm going to go so we're going Guyanan. There we go. Right. So there's probably another 30 ml in there, to be fair. So I've got one more cocktail out of that. So yeah. Eldorado 8-year-old. What was the next one I'm going for? I'm going Cuban now. So we've got Barbados. So we've got Jamaican. Start off with. We're going Barbados, Guyanan, Havana 7-year-old, which is now up here on this shelf. I've got loads more rums, and I've had to rearrange to get all the rums in. So Havana 7-year-old in there. So we've now got Cuban, Spanish style of rum. And then the final one was a spiced rum. And what did I do? Chairman's Reserved Spiced, which I've moved again. That's on his shelf. So Chairman's Reserved Spiced rum. Right. Boom. Look at the colour of those rums. Can you see the colour of those rums? I'll put that. Can you see that? I reckon you can. That's insane. Hang on. Let me give you some. Can you see the colours of that? That one here is really light. The run at the front. You've got the Eldorado 8-year-old in the middle there. So the whole point being, does the rum really affect the cocktail? Well, in the previous few weeks, we found out, yes, it massively does. Massively does. So I'm going to do, right, that's do that. This is lazy bartending, isn't it? This is perfect. No faffing around, getting more ingredients. Right, and then it should be, if I've done this perfectly, oh, I reckon I have 1 and 1. And I reckon there's a big old ice cube, but that can, there and there. And then that should be split between those two and there. Perfect, right. See, that's what happens when you plan beforehand and you get it all prepped up. You get it done properly. So they're all perfect ratios. They're all there. Right. Let's just reminisce with the Jamaican. I really like that. Jamaican notes are there. But that coffee, that's really good. Right. If Mummy Barman's not pissed, she'll love this one. She might be just passed out on the sofa by now with all that sherry. What's going on? It's up on the shelf up there. Right. So first up, Barbados, 5-year-old Barbados rum. Oh, that's very different. I'm just seeing Trevor's posted an order here. Trevor's gone. Favourites for these: Appleton, Eldorado, Havana. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's what Trevor's done. Let's see if we agree. Oh, I really like that. I mean, if Trevor's putting this one down in fourth, I've got really high hopes for that Guyana then. Right. Look at the colour of this. The photos are flying in. I've not got a thing up, so the stream might stutter in a minute. That's why I've not got it up. But I'll start sharing some of these photos. Whoa. Do you know what? The Eldorado 8-year-old. What's going on with all these photos? Oh, it's actually, the Eldorado 8-year-old kind of makes me want to put. I really like that, but I kind of want a Jamaican funk with that. It really makes me want to put Hamden 8-year-old in that. And bearing in mind, that's the only other Jamaican. I haven't opened any of these Jamaican rums yet. There's a whole load of Jamaican rum there, except for Worthy. I've opened that. Oh, I like that. Richer, full body. Interestingly, the coffee really comes out in the Guyanan. The Eldorado 8-year-old. The coffee is massively there for that. Right. Havana 7-year-old. Havana 7-year-old. Now, I like that, but for me, that's just a rum cocktail. This might sound stupid. That's just a rum cocktail. There's no character to that, like what I'm getting off that. It's absolutely no. It's just a rum cocktail. For me, that could be any old rum in there. I get the rum notes, but the Barbados for me is head and shoulders above that. And interestingly, I don't get as much coffee off the Havana. Right, spiced rum. I've got a feeling this might be too sweet. You would have naturally adjusted the recipe. Sorry, I didn't really cotton on to that. I didn't really think of that. So I would have probably put in less passion fruit or less sugar with the passion fruit for this. But I've done it now, so here we go. I'll tell you what though, that's a banger, that's a seller, that's a cash converter. UK pubs and bars, that is a cash converter. You put that on your menu, that sells over and over and over again. Or your lower end kind of disco bars, pub bars, that sells. That's just fun. But yes, it is very sweet. I wouldn't say very sweet, it's sweeter. So my order, I don't know, because I really like that Jamaican. Sorry, I did see question here somewhere, or unless it got deleted. No, there it is. Right, hang on. Just shout if I do miss anything. Just people pipe up and just kind of take the mick out of me. Would Bacardi 8 be similar? I think Bacardi 8 would give. Don't forget capital letters so I can see them. Oh, very good. I've seen this, but I think Bacardi 8 would give very different vibes off the Havana. The Havana 7-year-old is very kind of. How can I explain it? Kind of, it's a drier rum. The Bacardi 8-year-old's got a lot more fuller body to it. Probably a little bit more sweetness. Bear in mind, the Havana won't have any kind of sweetness added to it, really, in the grand scheme of things. Yes, I think Bacardi's going to massively kind of alter that. Again, try about, play about. I don't know which one to rank, actually. This week, I'm absolutely loving the character of the guy on and that the El Dorado 8-year-old. I'm absolutely loving that. But every bone in my body wants me to kind of, because I will get those kind of really kind of rich funk Jamaican notes. Every bone in my body wants to swap that out for the Hampden 8-year-old now, to combine those two. I think that will be the ultimate thing. I've just fallen in love with the Hampden 8-year-old. I absolutely adore it in cocktails because it gives you that. So my order, I'm going El Dorado first. It's close between those two. Really, really close. That is coming in third for the Plantation 5-year-old. But I mean, that's still a quality drink. I love it. For me, there's a big gulf between those three at the top and then those two at the bottom. And putting that in fifth or that in fifth, it doesn't really do it justice, because you would have probably played with the balance a little bit with the spiced rum. The spiced rum in the UK market, for all you UK guys watching that do like the kind of sweeter drinks, you know, you're absolutely going to love that because you've got the added sort of spice notes to it as well. It's just going to work in the UK market. But for home enthusiasts that like kind of the rum, yes, a bit too sweet. But for me, the Havana's not doing anything really. It's a decent rum cocktail, but I don't know what I said with that. Interestingly, the coffee's just come back at me. Is that the one I said there was no coffee notes to it? The coffee notes just hit me on that. It's weird how these rums kind of just make different flavours bounce around all over the place. Right. Here we go. Right, what's going on here then? What's going on? I found a Barbados flat. No, I see. I get what you mean, but no, I kind of like that vibe. Getting loads of coffee in the spiced, very good. See, that's the difference in palates. Ash likes that, right? Question: bouncing off your white rum video, is Havana just safe brand for rum to use in cocktails? Yeah, pretty much. You know, you're not going to create a bad cocktail, a terrible cocktail with any of their Havana products. I mean, they're one of the biggest brands in the world. Of course you're not. You know, they do what they do very, very well. Is there better rums? Yes, of course. Availability, price-wise, you can't go wrong with them. Let's be honest, you can't go wrong. I wouldn't. Interestingly for me, I would not class any of the Havana rums I've got there as sipping rums. And I don't know, however, I've not had this chat yet. Havana 7-year-old, most 5, 6, 8, 10-year-old rums behind there, I would quite happily sip neat. El Dorado 5-year-old, quite happily sip neat. Dawley's 5-year-old, quite happily sip neat. Whatever else. The Lost Years, which has got a bit, very happily sip neat. As you will find out, very happily sip that neat. The Plantation Original Dark. Interestingly, I wouldn't sip Havana 7-year-old neat. I need to go up to, I will always call it Cuban barrel proof, because that's when the Dos, what's it called? Dos Maestros. No, I forgot what it's called now. Dos Maestros, I think it's what it's called. One with the kind of like blue sort of label, blue ribbon through the label. It was launched as Cuban barrel proof. And I went through tons of the stuff. I absolutely adored the stuff when it was first launched. 2000 and, where are we? Let's pinpoint this. 2005, 2014, 2015, when it was, no, that's way young. 2005, 2006, sorry, 10 years out. When that Dos Maestros was originally launched as Cuban barrel proof, it was gorgeous. Absolutely stunning rums. Stunning, and I really love that. But a 7-year-old, never a neat one for me. I don't know why. Old fashions, no, I wouldn't have gone for that, or rum fashions, whatever you want to call it. It's just an interesting one. It's just not my palate. I mean, that's it, really. Right. Appleton 12 was what I originally made a few years ago. Stefan, now I prefer a great black strap rum for coffee and pineapple combo. Black strap rum. Stefan, what are you classing as a black strap rum? Have you got black tot? Is that what you're talking about? What are you classing as black strap? Oh, or you're not talking about the brand Black Strap, are you? That cheapo brand. What are you talking about? Stefan, what are you talking about? Enlighten me. Bitters make everything better. Yes, a couple of dashes of Angostura. Angostura bitters coming up. Drums and Rums, episode 81. Drums and Rums, are you promoting your wares in my live stream? If so, go for it, my friend. Drums and Rums, I should have got a little thing ready. I can't promote you on it. People, go and check out Drums and Rums. Drums and Rums is just in the light. He's had a podcast, but now he's like, oh, there's YouTube. Let's go post our podcast on YouTube. So go and follow, stalk, subscribe. That's the word to Drums and Rums. Diary of a Rum Hunter. You have missed it. Flipping hell. Oh my God. Mummy Barman is like hovering by the door now. She's thinking, am I going to get to taste these or what?
You've missed a newbie on there. 2034. Cerebus.
Oh, I know. I've missed a newbie apparently.
Yeah. Well,
She's had a drink. She's trying to be all serious now. Do you want to try these?
No.
Why not?
Coffee.
Honestly, you'll like it. No, come here. Try them. Coffee. Nah. Yeah, that'll be.
Try that one.
Try that one. So, what? Who? 2034?
Yeah, it's Cerebus.
Cerebus. Who's Cerebus? Hello, Cerebus. 2034. 2034. There we are. Hey, Steve, newbie here. Best rum for £40 or less. Oh. Did no one answer that for you? Best rum for £40 or Cerebus the Fluffy? Hang on. Let's go back to that. Mummy Barman.
It's all right. Yeah,
It's all right.
nice.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Ross, basically, she's picking your, the cocktail you pick. She's just slapped it down, basically. Basically, what that's loosely translated is, Ross, do better next week. That's how that translates. Right, Cerebus. Right, best rum under £40. So you've put pounds, so that's a good start. You're UK. Best rum. Oh, it depends. How do we get started on this? There's so many different ones. It depends. I always point, if you're a newbie, hang on, did you put you're a newbie? Are you a newbie to my videos or a newbie to rum? Because I always point newbies really to sort of Demerara rums, to El Dorado, to Guyana rums, because they have got that little bit of sweetness to them. And that's caveating that, do you know what, Bacardi 4-year-old and Bacardi 8-year-old are pretty decent to get started on as well. The plantation rums are pretty decent. It just depends what you want it for. Do you want it for mixing? Do you want it to sip neat? Because sipping neat is a whole different argument. Like the Canadians, it's an easy answer, because we always point people to that, because in Canada you get that for the same price as we pay for Bacardi. It's stupid, but that is quality. But that will be quite expensive for one of your first rums. Can you get it for less than 40 quid? Possibly, maybe 38. Look, if you're quite happy spending like 35, 36, 37 pounds on that as a sipping rum, that is glorious. It's not quite got there like the vicious sort of rum bite. It just goes down so well. And then from there you can kind of go on your little journey. But starter rums, yeah, it just depends what you want it for. Mixing, cocktails, neat sipping. But you can't, look, if you're very new, you can't go wrong with Bacardi 4 and Bacardi 8. You can't go wrong with El Dorado, the 12-year-old is a neat sipping rum. You can't go wrong. Do you know what? The Appleton Signature, now that's been reblended, and the 8-year-old, to be fair, you can't go wrong with either. Dawley's 5-year-old is really nice, really approachable. For me, the Floridicanas do start at the 12-year-olds. The 7-year-old is all right, but the 12-year-old comes into its own. Chairman's Reserve is kind of a decent on camera. Yeah, Chairman's Reserve is kind of a decent one there. So many. Right, let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. And now Mummy Barman's probably going to come back because I've missed everything. Right, Stefan, a local distillery here make blackstrap rum from distilling blackstrap molasses. No sugar added, no chill filtered. Interesting. And I don't know what you're joking about because I've probably missed half a feed, but there we go. Drums and rums. Cool. Eldorado. No, oh, he's commented right down the bottom there. Awesome. Darren, if you're still here, yes, I think you're still here. Mate, we came up with Marmite, but I came up with barbecued burnt. No, but what did I say? Burnt barbecued like bacon. That's the notes I get off that. That's insane. I did it right at the top, so right at the start. So when you watch back, it literally as soon as the stream starts, it's probably about 2 minutes in. It's like 8:02. Oh, it's cool. Even the smell of that now is insane. So insane. Yeah, amazing. Right, and Cruzan, we don't get Cruzan in the UK. Let's just go back to that. Before I get on there, I'm 8 minutes behind the spiced rum. That's fine, isn't it? Let's crack on with that in a minute. Let me just answer these questions before we go any further. Ant, is there a difference? Right, so Ant, I can answer this very, very easily, very, very quickly, because there's a whole reason why Chairman's and Pussers are one of the only two spiced rums on those two shelves. My spiced rums stick down there. That's kind of the rule I'm going for. Proper rums sort of stick up there. Right. There's a whole reason why Chairman's and Pussers are on the top two rows. And I can kind of clarify that a little bit for you. You might hear a little noise. I've got to go and wash my hands. My little USB tap. That's one for you. Right, ready? Look at that. Oh. Those of you with what's the word? ASMR? AMSR. No, what is it? AS. Yeah, that. Right. So, the difference between these two. What is the difference? Unlike a lot of rums, spiced rums, so Chairman's Reserve is at the base, right? So that's that rum, regardless, both rums. Then what happens to the spice is all the spices, so your nutmeg, your cinnamon, your ginger, your clove, I forget what else is in there, orange peel, I forget, there's something else in there, then get added to the barrel and then aged for a further 6 months. So that is the difference. You've got all those spices, and it's not a vicious spice. It's just a well-rounded, because it's aged and not forced. You know, it's not flavours, like flavour compounds or anything like that. It's just well-rounded and mellowed in there. So yes, very different in taste, but ultimately it is that rum gone into the base. One's a spiced rum with lots of flavour to it. One's an out-and-out St. Lucian rum. That's where the comparison is. All right, that's how we see it. Right, question. Hey Pat, how are you? iCave Dave. Hello, iCave Dave. Right, here's another one. iCave Dave, if you are fans of the old Apple stuff, iPads, what's those other technologies? I was going to call them M3s. That's a BMW, isn't it? What? Anything Apple? Go and check my mate Dave, iCave Dave. For those of you that don't know, iCave Dave is actually a flair bartender as well. He's one of those show ponies that's got no chat and has to throw bottles around to engage his customers. But he's a pretty good one at that. So, iCave Dave, he hasn't got his, what was your bartender thing called? Oh my God. I've got a mental block. What was your bartender channel called? Mental block. I'm sure you'll put it below, but it's not there anymore. So if you like Apple stuff, go and check out iCave Dave. Oh dear God, what was your bartender stuff called? Mental block. Anyway, Max. No, what's the new chip? Anyway, Bartender HQ. There we go. How did I forget that? Right. And now back working behind the bar. Are you? Dave, we need to catch up. I might slide into your DMs tomorrow. Right, Cerebus, have you ever tried Eldorado 15 and 21? Yes. Thoughts? this is kind of a funny one because I kind of sit there, and I think Trevor might be with me here as well. I'm not sure. I firmly, but in my palate, and look, so when it comes to rum, yes, I've been around the rum a long time. I love my rum. I've been involved in the rum stuff there. I'm not at the kind of the top end. You know, I'm not one of these collects all the 4 square bottles. To me at the moment, they're sort of wasted on me a little bit. I do appreciate decent rum, but they are kind of a little bit wasted on me at this point in my life. All right, whether I'll get into them, I don't know. The cask swaps from Plantation I absolutely adore, but they're a very different kind of vibe to like all of the 4 square stuff. Now, the relevance to that, for me, I've never gone above the Appleton 12. I've never tasted Appleton. I don't know what I just said then. Did I say Eldorado? Well, I've never gone above Appleton 12-year-old, so I've never tried the 15 and 21 from the Appleton. I have had plenty of Eldorado 15, 21 that I swear to God that they did a special commemoration 23-something-year-old. I swear to God they did. For me, and I go back to Eldorado, where a good friend of mine, Steph, used to be the global brand ambassador for Eldorado. I think she's in the whiskey world now, but I've known Steph for a lot of years. I firmly, and this is going back 2000s, you know, early 2000s, I firmly believe Eldorado, for me, peaks at 12-year-olds. I do not appreciate the 15, the 21. For me, they were just a waste of money. I don't get them. The same with the Flor de Cana. As much as I like the 18-year-olds, the 12 for me, all day long is a neat sipper. All day long. It just for the, and I haven't actually tried the Dawleys have got a 14-year-old as well. I haven't actually tried the 14-year-old Dawleys. But the 12-year-old is something magical. It's just where my palate is at the moment. That's not saying the 15 Eldorado and the 21 are bad rums. It's just where my palate is. That's all it is. For me, the best way I can describe it, for me, because they're all aged in like bourbon casks or whiskey casks, for me, they get too oaky, too whiskey-ish after sort of 12, 15 years or so. Those rums are very reminiscent of whiskey, and I'm not a huge whiskey fan. That's probably what it is, generalising for me. I firmly stick at the 12s, but that's just me. Right. I need to get on to these, Steve, which age Bacardi, if you ever watched the, what, which age? Which age Bacardi? I don't know what that's in relation to, but I've got the 4-year-old there and the 8-year-old. That Bacardi, definitely with Coke. Go and watch this week's video. Amazing with Coke. It won with Coke. These come into a world of their own though. They're just very different rums. Neat sipping rums, cocktail rums. You can't go wrong with them. Can't go wrong. Right, let's crack on. Eldorado Steph. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to think of her surname. Steph. She's very much not Eldorado now. Very much not Eldorado. I forget what she's doing in the whiskey world. I haven't spoken to her for a couple of years, to be fair. But yes, love. I had so much time for her. So much time. Right, let me flash this up on screen. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. So leave that there for a couple of seconds so I can see where I am in the whole point. Right, so rum review. We're not quite at the, there we go, at the rum review this week. This will be the last, are you saying that? I've got a very special box there that won't get cracked out for a few weeks, but that's a spiced rum as well. This will be the last spiced and flavoured rum for a few weeks because I really want to go down that Jamaican rabbit hole. I don't know whether you can see all these, but I'm not cracking them yet. I want to crack them live on air, but I've got all these Jamaican. I've got 3 different boutiques from Jamaican. 53.8% that one. 55, 56.8%. I've got Smith & Cross that I've never had. Rephrase. I haven't had Smith & Cross for at least 8 years. I'm probably going back 10 years at least. So we're going into a whole rum world after this week. But I wanted to get into One Eye Rebel. Now, One Eye Rebel. Robin, hello Robin, how are you, darling? You right? Right, let's take these off. Let's keep that. So One Eye Rebel. Let me talk to you about One Eye Rebel. I'm very excited about these rums, these spiced rums. These are very much botanical rums as well. And I saw a comment on one of my videos, I forget who it was now, may have been this morning or may have been last night, that someone turned around and said, oh, I've decided I really don't like botanical rums. And that was coming off the back of 500 cuts, Brewdog 500 cuts. Now, I'm going to get really excited because there's a whole wave of, as I say, we had this chat a few weeks ago now, a whole wave of gin distillers basically finding their gin sales are dropping and dropping and dropping and thinking, what the hell are we going to do here? Now, the proper gin distillers amongst them will have already done this. They would have already gone down the route and started creating botanical rums. The other ones, the worst gin distillers out there, will be thinking, what the hell do I do now? And you'll just not see anything of them again. These guys, One Eye Rebel, actually, not Manchester, it's Manchester Gin. It's the Spirit of Manchester Distillery. And they've got their own bar. Completely forgotten what the bar's called off the top of my head. It'll come back to me in a couple of minutes. But this is why I'm really excited about this, because while they are botanical rums, they are proper gin distillers. The Manchester Gin is pretty damn good, let's be honest. And they are one of those kind of distilleries that have thought about this. I've spoken to quite a few gin distillers over the last online over the last 3-4 months or so. And a lot of them have quite point blankly refused to start aging rums because they know as soon as they lay rum down to start aging, they're fighting a losing battle because they're not going to get any return on it. So it instantly points to me that their businesses are in trouble straight away because, they cannot afford to make rum and then age it. Because it's not going to get tasted for 3 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, because they need to age it. So that automatically tells to me that they have got the confidence and skill set in their own ability to kind of go into the rum world. Whereas you get guys like this, and there's a few others that are floating around now. Kit's another one at Ninefold up in Scotland. There's quite a few Scottish distillers that are doing this properly. But not many gin distillers so far have gone over to rum. Now, the whole story behind this, as I say, this is botanical rum. The base overproof liquid, it comes from, I was going to say Guadeloupe. What's the other one? Guatemala. So Central American. So it's Central American overproof molasses rum that's coming into the UK. It's then redistilled, but it is botanical rum. So they've got 3 in the range. That's the main one. So we start off with the ginger. Basically, what this is so the difference between botanical rum and spiced and flavoured rum is that it goes down. Botanical rums really lend themselves to the skill sets of gin distillers because all those flavours go into the actual distilling process. They go into the pot still, the column still, whatever they've got. Whereas spiced rums, I'm not going to pick any up here for the sake of like embarrassing people, but spiced rums essentially are decent-ish rum brought in from the Caribbean and then spiced up with flavour compounds, so cordials in effect. Like without dumbing it down too much, I'm not saying bottle green, but they will have stuff like this that they just add to rum to flavour it up. That's a lot of spiced rum brands. With brands like this, is literally distilling. It is absolute proper out-and-out distilling. So their base liquid is overproof Guatemalan Central American rum that they then add ground up ginger to, cinnamon cassia bark essentially, orange cloves, something else has gone in here as well. So I'm really looking forward to trying it. Is it a cork? Is it? I don't know what it is. Oh, is it a screw tab? Yes. Oh, I don't know. No, it's cork. Right. So never tried these, never had it, but I'm so looking forward to this. Drums and rums, every time I hear the word botanicals, I think of shampoo. Must run. See you later, Anne. Thanks for coming. Right, let's dive into it. So this little beast, 40% ABV, will be roughly £30 UK. Which for UK distillers, pretty damn good. Let's be honest. They're not mass producing. They can't afford to sell their rums for 20 quid. So £30. Whoa. Oh, ginger orange. Whoa, that's insane. I wasn't intended to smell it then, but the waft just got me. That's really good. I can't wait to try this. 40% ABV, 100% you know, there's a tiny bit of sugar in it, but I've got it on good authority. It's well less than the EU law to be classed as an out-and-out rum. So although it's not a rum because it's flavoured, but as far as I'm aware, there's nothing added to it. Apart from a caramel for... Caramel, I'm pretty sure it's caramel for a touch of sweetness, but caramel, I forgot. I've just seen the photos coming through. Hang on. I'll do all the photos in a minute after this. Remind me. I forgot about this. Right, so. This. Whoa, that's ginger and orange. I love ginger and orange. I've got two. Have I got both? Yeah, I've got 2 ginger and oranges behind the bar already. I love ginger and orange. Right. That's insane. Hoo-hoo! Wow. Ginger, orange. God, there's so many different layers to that. The vanilla comes out afterwards. Wow. That's proper good. Sweetness, right, let's get this out. Sweetness levels of that. I'll stick to what I normally or have done in years past at the whole 5 thing. That's a 2 out of 5 at the most. That's really not that sweet. And it's a proper decent things coming out of Manchester. Hursty, 2 Swallows, Manchester. Who else we got? Die Bliss, whatever it is, out of Manchester. There's more rum brands coming out of Manchester. What else is coming out of Manchester? This is Hursty's 2 Swallows. Oh, it's pretty decent. It is pretty decent, I'll be honest. Yeah, it's pretty good. But this, this is feisty ginger. Really like that. Ginger, orange, vanilla. Mixing wise for this, look, their marketing spiel. All 3 of these are going to work with Coke. I'll come on to what other flavours these are in a second, but they're all going to work with Coke, because most spiced rums should work with Coke. So we know that. Ginger ale is going to be a fantastic one. This spiced orange ginger ale is going to be a fantastic one for this as well. Did you see the Yorkshire rum distiller where they instead of aging barrels, the barrels were chopped up to increase surface area, so speeds up? No, I didn't know. 1% additives, something like that. It's minimal, Dave. Minimal. This is insanely good. Do you know what? The reason I love this so much is because it's not that sweet. So when you add, like for me, that's got the sort of gassy belly these days, when you add stuff to that, it's not making it that sweet at all. I am thinking proper sort of spiced orange ginger ale with that. Or just ginger ale. That is proper banging for that. Ginger and Coke, that's going to work. I like that. That's pretty good. But rum, sorry, first and foremost, it's rum. What I've had recently with a few products is, let's be brutally honest, some of them could be the flavoured vodka. They could have been spiced vodka. You kind of get the alcohol, you know there's a bit of alcohol to it. But does rum come through? Rum 100% comes through to this. And to finish the backstory for this, these guys, One Eyed Rebel, some Manchester gin essentially, these guys have already started laying down rum. They've got rum, they've got plenty of rum that they've laid down, whether it comes out in 3 years, whether it comes out in 5 years, or 10 years even, they're not worried. So this is why I got excited about the brand, because they're in it for the long haul. They're not one of these gin distillers that have just gone, oh no, we're not selling as much gin. What's the next trend to jump on? They are properly in this for the long haul. So this is young, fresh rum. It's caramel colouring that's kind of made it that. The whole point, sorry, I need to clarify something here. The whole point to the caramel colouring is because the flavour is because it's botanical rum. So with botanical rum, let's go back to Mad City. whatever you put in your botanical rum, that's how it's going to come out. Because when you distill something, all you're doing is collecting the vapour, and then condensating it. So it's clear. You're never going to get a coloured spirit from a botanical rum. So in a sense, all the cinnamon, all the ginger, all the orange, everything that's gone into that is clear. When it comes out, it's clear. So it's a young, fresh rum. They've just coloured it slightly with a bit of caramel to give it that rum vibe. But the whole point being is that you don't lose the rum from it. That's... I like that. I really do like that. Good banter. Good banter. I was going to say Kevin, Trevor. Good banter. I like that. Right. Oh, that is phenomenal. I could properly drink that. Right, number 2. That's... Who have I got on tonight? Who's here? Kevin, you're in. I'm just trying to think who else. Kevin. Something like this. Let me just give you a close-up of this. I'm not, for those of you that haven't seen. That's the Brandlet. One-eyed Rebel. They're all parrots. Parrot's not got an eye. He's only got one eye. He's got a little thing through his beaklet there. One-eyed Rebel. So that's the brand. There it is. Right, she's a fiery rascal, botanical rum, deep cut with ginger, sweeping undercurrents of vanilla, flaming heart of rich cassia cinnamon. Oh, that's proper up my street. That's hot. Woo-hoo! I think I would have that. Do you know what? Actually, I'd potentially have it with that as well. Stratford's tropical pineapple and coconut. I think pineapple, coconut, and ginger. I think that'd work quite well. I'll dive into that tomorrow. Right then. So let's move on to this. So this is passion fruit and coconut. Okay, so passion fruit and coconut. Now, this essentially is this rum with the spices dialed back slightly, so there's a whole ton of ginger gone into this. So this is dialed back very, very slightly, the whole cassia and ginger, very, very slightly. Then they've used that as the base, and then this has got passion fruit and coconut. They said syrups, essentially. It's kind of what they are. Passion fruit and coconut. To dumb it right down, just think flavour compounds, cordials added to them. But they are natural. Some brands will use natural flavourings. So in the UK, there are massive flavour houses that are designed to help brands do this sort of stuff. Some will be very, very cheap. So you'll get like those little, I haven't got any here, but you know those little bottles of, what are they, Schwartz? Flavourings that you get from supermarkets. They will effectively be those. So synthetic. Other brands do it, or other companies do it properly, where they will just use authentic. So they will specialise in buying in 10,000 passion fruits and making a passion fruit syrup out of those passion fruits, as opposed to getting a passion fruit flavouring, if you know what I mean. So this is all natural flavouring, right? Right. Passion fruit and coconut. I'll tell you what, that ginger is still there. That ain't disappearing anywhere in a hurry. Right. Passion fruit and coconut. Where are we going with this? Right. Darren, purely. Paul. I don't know what they're having banter about there. Yeah, I didn't understand Paul's comment either, Darren. That's why I skirted over it a little bit. Thanks for bringing it closer. We can get from LWC. Yeah. Question, Ant. What's the bottle next to the white sulphur bottle with the label? It has the label. World's End. If you've watched the dark... Oh, no. Was that members only? I don't know where that was. I think I got it out in the members only. Dark rum. World's End Dark. Basically Belgium. E&A Shear, essentially. Right. Whoa, passion fruit does exactly what it says. Oh, God, that's What else have I got here? Pessoa. I'm looking at my top shelf. That smells amazing. Very, very different. All right, Hursty's is like over. You can't really compare them because Hursty's is like bloody bomb-proof, isn't it? What is it? 65%. Yeah, I mean, you can't not smell the rum in this. But I mean, they both smell amazing. Right, let's have a little. So in theory, we've got a dialed back ginger, cinnamon, cassia, sorry, orange, vanilla kind of rum, botanical rum, that's then added proper natural coconut and natural passion fruit to it. Flavoured compound or cordial, whatever you want to call it, syrups essentially. Right. That is insanely good again. Sweetness on that. Well, it's 2 out of 5. Sorry, you know. That is the, for those of you, and this is not a hate on DMF because I do love a DMF. I get what DMF are about. I get the whole thing. And this is where my scoring system all goes to pot because I've scored like DMF maybe like 3.5 out of 5 on the sweetness scale, purely because you get products like not Bumbo, but Bombo, that are like 5 out of 5s. Lambs, strong 4 out of 5. What spiced rums have I got here? I'm just trying to think what we got. So this, for any of you that have tried it, these are like twos out of 5s. Belgrave's, it's Belgrave. Sly Dog, I would put it firm right in the middle, 3 out of 5. Salford, Salford's a toughie, 2.5. Slightly less sweet than Sly Dog. This is where my sweetness scale is all out to pot because this is, if Salford's at a 2.5 or DMF's a 3, to put this at a 2 is not doing it justice. This should be like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. And the passion fruit notes, that's insane. That is so good. Decent 40%er again. There's nothing cloying, no artificial stuff. You can tell just by waving it around the glass. You can tell it's not got like sickly sweet syrups. Like I don't mean to hate on them, but like a DMF passion fruit that would just sort of cling to the glass a little bit. That's lovely. Coconut is there. It's dialed back. It's passion fruit forward, 100%. Again, for me, ginger ale for that. I really want to sort of sink that with ginger ale. That's a really glorious highball. Really glorious. And actually, that is a really good one for that. The whole tropical pineapple and coconut. That's an insane kind of combo, those two. Right. Now for the cherry. Sorry if that sounds disgusting. Right. Emilio! Who's in the house? Emilio. Greetings from Venezuela. Hello, Emilio. Diary of a Rum Hunter. That was BBC Cooking Show. I think you're all having banter amongst yourselves. That's cool. Lee, I've used oak chips and proper barrels to age beer successfully. Cool. Emilio, question. What are your top 3 DMFs and do you rate the highest? Right. Cool, that's a thinker. It's not a thinker actually. My top 3 DMFs. He is a thinker. I have to put the original. See, I've got an issue because I'm DMF 1.0. I'm DMF from the Rum and Crab Shack. That's my memories of DMF. DMF Spiced has to be. DMF Spiced, the black one, has to be the top one. It has to be. The bottom one, but I was gonna throw a curveball in. The bottom one by a mile has to be the hemp. I nearly went banana. I forgot about the hemp. The bottom one has to be the hemp, closely followed by the banana. if you rebrand a banana as a caramel DMF, you get better scores. But DMF banana, no, it's not banana. It's absolutely not banana. So coffee would put in there as well, because you can't go wrong. Rum and coffee, it just works. You can't go wrong with that. You cannot mess that up. So DMF black, DMF coffee. I don't know. For a third one, they're all at drink stuff now. I potentially would go raspberry, because it's probably the less cloying out of the lot. The issue I've got is as I've got a bit older, and my belly, especially over the last couple of years, whether it's been, I've not had COVID apparently, but whether it's my whole stomach issues a year ago, I don't know. I've got, my stomach has changed massively now to what I can. So my whole hate against DMF now, and it's not hate, but I can't drink DMF neat, because DMF is way too cloyingly sweet. Whereas these kind of things, I can easily drink neat. The 2 swallows behind there, I can easily drink neat. You know, I cannot drink DMF neat. DMF is the same as Whitley Neal, as JJ. They are perfect mixer kind of things. As soon as you add something to lengthen them out, they work. But to sip neat, no, you can't drink DMF neat. You can't drink DMF raspberry, passion fruit, anything like that neat. You just can't. It's way too sweet, way too artificial. But it's a mixed drink, they do well. So I do struggle with that one. Anyway, back on to, wow. Woo! You ain't going to mistake that. That's cherry. Ho, ho, ho. Right, so this is black cherry. So again, pared back version of that rum. Basically with black cherry. That's what's going on there. Hey Joshua, how are you? Emilio. You can't. Oh look, I've put my thing in the wrong. I have got something. This is where a native to Venezuela is. So it's what are you drinking that for? Emilio, does that make you happy? I don't know. Does it make you happy, Emilio? Let me know. I'll put it behind my little thing. I might have to sit that there. Emilio, right? If you're Emilio. Venezuela, we know Pampero. What's the other brand? What's the native to Venezuela? What rums do you drink in Venezuela? That's the question. Because the big one over here is Pampero. And Dave was all about the white Pampero. I saw that comment. I haven't replied to it yet. Stefan, okay, putting fire suit on. Thoughts on straw? I've not tried straw. I've not tried it. People kept telling me to try it, and I've never tried it. We get the 40 and the 80 in the UK. Never tried either. Austrian spiced. Is it rum? I don't know. It's rum with the quotation marks. I don't know, but yeah, I've never tried it. Right. And thanks. I will consider those and get a coffee and look out for raspberry. And if you want my genuine opinion, don't get any of them. Seriously, don't get any of them. You know, save up another 5-10 quid and get a better brand. They do stuff perfectly well for 20-22 quid. But when you spend like an extra 5, you can have a lot more fun. These, I mean, those two so far, amazing. Where is it? Passion Fruit Coconut. That's insane. That's so much better than DMF. I wouldn't bother. Generally, I love DMF. I love what they're about. For a pub, for a bar, for those kind of venues, DMF is the perfect brand. I get it, 100%. For you guys at home, no. Or if you're having a party where you've got like 20 people coming around and you just want to make a couple of decent drinks, like en masse, that is the perfect brand. If you just want to enjoy one drink, no. Right, black cherry. Oh, that is insane. Again, you don't mistake that. Oh, that's why I love it. You don't mistake. That's rum. That is rum at the base of that. But proper black cherry coming off that. Oh, this one is a little bit sweeter. But I'm only going up to a 2.5. those flavours. Black cherry hits you straight away in the palate, and then it kind of fades away and you get the whole vanilla and ginger, but as it finishes the cherry comes back. That's insane. Do you know what? Right, people, you guys, if you like botanical rums and all that, spend some time with proper gin distillers. What proper gin distiller, and I'm not a big fan of gin, but what proper gin distillers can do with those meandering. The best example I can give you is Silent Paul. What the guys at Silent Paul can do with that gin, 40 odd botanicals with that gin, where it kind of just bounces off different sides of your palate, different flavours as it goes down. That is an insane skill, because that is just one shot distilling. That is just literally whatever's in that tank, whatever's in the still that comes out. That is an insane skill to manage. Right, and I don't think, because there's so many gin distillers that have popped up, I don't think the decent ones get the credit they deserve, because when you can get a gin that just bounces off different flavours on the finish, that's insane. And I know Manchester gin is like that. That's why I'm so excited to try these, because do you know what? I'm getting the cherry back again now. That it just fades in and out. You got such a long finish on these. Mummy Barman, you've got to come and try these. Mark SH, how are you? Well, I know you've been on here a while, sorry. £30, yeah, 30. Trade, see, I was logged in, so I saw how much these were trade, and they're a little bit cheaper trade. For those with it, yes, thank you, Trevor. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. Hang on, I can do this very easily. There we go. So that's in response to Trevor. For those with general rum questions, Discord, come into the outer part of the Discord. Right, very general, but for a daiquiri, what is the best brand? Oh, that's what Trevor just posted. Oh dear God, that's like a half an hour question. Emilio Pampero Anniversario. Yes, Emilio. Yes, let's share a little dram of that, shall we? Yeah. Right. Banks 5 for a Trev. Where have we got? For me, DM. Oh, hang on, I missed here. Where are we? For me, DMF for the workhorse cocktails. Do a job in cocktails, but for flavour and spice, yes, completely agree, Ant. Completely agree. Yes, there he is, Dave Pampero. Do you know what? I can't think the last time I had Pampero Blanco. I remember it, but I can't think when it was. It was the whole. Oh, Emilio, you're right. Right, Emilio. So, right, you can shed some light on this, right? So I'm going back. I don't know. I'm just going to say 15 years. I'm going to go mid 2000s, right? When I first got introduced to Pampero Anniversario. And the brand there, they were Venezuelan at the time. The Venezuelans were in. It was a UK showcase, and they were very much the way to taste rum in there. And I fell in love with this. It's why I kind of cottoned on to Pampero. It was just something completely different. They had two ways to drink it, but the main way I loved was a wedge of orange, and they had a plate of brown demerara sugar and a plate of coffee, ground coffee. What I did with this orange wedge, they dipped the orange wedge one side in sugar and then flipped it over and dipped the other side in ground coffee. So the whole point was you had, I can't remember which way around it was now, but you either had a shot of rum and then ate the orange, or you ate the orange and then had a shot of rum. I can't remember. Is that a thing, or is that just a marketing thing that they did? Because whatever it was, it flipping works. You got the coffee and the orange kind of notes that just works so well with Pampero rum, and I'll never forget that. It was proper. It was Pampero out and out. Before Diageo brought into Pampero. So if that's the thing in Venezuela, I want to know about it, Emilio. Right, Cerberus. Ordered Cerberus to study his Eldorado 12-year-old. Blame Trevor. It's all Trevor's fault if you don't like it. Don't listen to Steve. Come to the inner circle. Yes, the inner circle. Right, don't forget to pick Steve. Right, Do you know what? Before I do, hang on. This might go stuttery for a couple of seconds, but bear with me. It's fine. It should be. I've got high upload speeds, but for some reason it goes on there. What's my favourite out of these? I don't know. They're all massively different. I'm savouring the black cherry. The black cherry, the length on the black cherry is insane. It's still there. It's massively still there. If these are 30 quid, comparing to some of the other spiced rums that are 35 quid, 40 quid, these are insane value. At 30, if you get them even cheaper than that, because I know how much my price is, if you get them any cheaper than that, if you're an outlet, get involved, because that is insane quality. You could have cocktails with that. So much fun with cocktails for that. Right, let's do some screen sharing, and then it's going to be cocktail. Oh no, I don't want to invite guests. I don't want to invite people on here. Right, share screen. That's the button. Window, Discord. Right, there we go. Share. Right, flick that on there. Boom. Sorry if this goes all stuttery. Right, I've got to scroll all the way up to the top here, because there's been a whole lot of you. Right, this is, when was that? This was the first one. So, what's this? This is, I think this is Ash's cocktail, isn't it? Which we haven't come on to yet. Hang on, my Discord's, where is it? Oh, I don't know. Ash. I think this is, oh no, this is, hang on, where are we? Yep, no. I think this is Ash's cocktail that we're going to be making next. So, forgive me for that. This is Trevor. So Trevor's photos, you know, Trevor screenshots his own photos. I don't know why. He's got all the rum knowledge, but his photo skills are lacking, isn't it, really? Stefan, look at Stefan's little, he's not bad for a gin connoisseur, is he? He's got a few oh, brilliant. So Ash's, this is Ash's this is Ash's oh, Mr. Black, that's the first cocktail, isn't it? Brilliant, right. What's this? Justin. Hello, Justin. Oh, look at that tiki. Hang on a minute. Look at that tiki glass. I'm more distracted by the bar sign in the back, Justin, to be fair. Oh, Patron. Excited. I've still got a bottle of Patron. Oh, we need to have a discussion about Patron. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, I like the tiki glass. So, who's this? Espresso Bongo Jamaican edition. Is that the Liquor 43 Baristo? My phone's in the way. Yeah, it is. Nice, 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 nice. Trevor, what's this? Oh, this is Trevor as well, isn't it? He's pearl diver glass, top down. See, he's sobered up now. Look, he's got better angles on his drinks. That's better. Look at that. Look. He's got his Eldorado 8, his Have 7, his Chairman's Reserved. See, me and Trevor did exactly the same tonight. Brothers from another mother. This is apparently me. I don't know what relevance that has. Who shared that? What is that? Why would someone share that? Is there a comment? When you plan beforehand, sweet smile. Okay. Oh, Asho. Ah, so he's made it with Havana. Oh, I've got that in the back bar now. It's there. Look. Let's run through this. What else have we got here? Oh, funky. Oh, is this it? Two more to come. Funky. Right. What's this? Is this Carl's coming up? Because we've got to crack out that in a second. And then Justin again. Oh, I like. Has he shared his same photo twice? Because I didn't share it the first time. Justin, don't get all pugnacious. I'm sure he shared that before. There we go. So that's the first one. Look. So he shared the same photo. Is that what it is? I think he might have done. Different angle, maybe? Oh, I don't know. There we go. I like that. Anyway, thanks, Justin. Right, let's kill that. Remove source. So the serve should be back. Ryan, don't listen to Steve come in. Right, I've seen that. Ash, don't forget the pics. Done that. Someone on the answer to the question rum related 24/7 for $4.99 a month. Scott, it's like they all get a cut. They don't. I just cream it in. I'm joking. I'm joking. $4.99. Come buy my stuff. I'm struggling. Mummy Barman, if you want to come and taste, come and have a little taste. Bearing in mind, what's the time? 21:36. Oh, hello. Hang on a minute. Hang on again. What's the time? Let's go back. Let's go back to the old 9:30. I'm only 6 minutes behind. Oh, that's not bad, Kevin. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad. I kind of need to allow myself more time, especially next week when we start talking Jamaican rum, because that will go down. Oh, God knows how many different rabbit hole. Here she comes. The door's open. Right, there's plenty of that. There's plenty of that. Let's start you off and. Done a lot.
No.
Oh, a little right. She's buzzing. She's got a proper buzz on from that Dos Maderas earlier.
It's you that's drunk. Well, that's enough.
I'm not drunk.
No, not much.
Are you still selling merch? Yes, I am. Right, that's the first one. Fiery ginger. Oh, she likes to smell. Sorry, I'll give a commentary because I've got the mic. Oh, lovely. Right, that was. Right. Passion. Yeah. Passion fruit and coconut. That's gone back for a second helping, so we can naturally assume that's pretty tasty. And finished. Okay. Third one. Oh, look her little face. She loves Sunday nights. Sunday nights used to be about like country file and God knows what else. Now it's like, oh, cocktails.
You stop mucking about.
Could have put a clean top on. Baked bean stains everywhere.
Leave me alone. Further.
That's your favourite, the passion fruit one.
Yeah.
Passion fruit coconut. I prefer that one. She says neck in the black cherry.
Well, you have to try, don't you?
To get all those flavours bouncing around. You still.
I'll leave you that one.
Yeah, I prefer the passion fruit one. Look at that, look. Demolished. Demolished. Wow. So, One Eye Rebel, they get the royal seal of approval. Seb, I forgot, it's Seb, I think it is. I'm up in Manchester in 4, 5, 6 weeks, maybe. So I've got a bit to do on a Monday, but I'm going to come and stalk the bar on Monday, I think. We'll catch up. Anyway. Yeah. Do you know what? As far as... Right, the best endorsement I can give for these is these would be a permanent stock in my bar. They would absolutely be a permanent stock in my bar because I don't think there's anything crossing over. I honestly, I can't talk about them highly enough. They are insanely good, even though they've disappeared. My favourite, the Black Cherry, is still lingering because that's the last one. I personally would probably go Passion Fruit Coconut, like Mummy Barman. But if I'm giving that like a 9 out of 10, you know, these are strong 8.5 out of 10. Oh, that is, yeah, I like as proper rum for. And the point being, you know they're rum. You get the spice from them. Yeah, big fan. Big fan. Right, that hand is getting very needy. Yeah, Passion Fruit Rockstar from the, right. Passion, right. I will. Like so, I make no bone. Look, I love Hursty. I'll blow smoke up his backside all day long. I absolutely love Hursty to bits. This for me is my least favourite out of his whole range, and I've said that before. And for those of you that don't know, it's 65% ABV. Passion Fruit Grenade, Passion Fruit and salted caramel. Is good. It's just a bit... He's good, he says. The whole bit for me, right, as I said, and it all comes back... This is where it comes down to now, because my palate and me, my belly, I'm literally at my point now where I really do prefer neat sipping. There's a few mixes that I can have that don't really cause me too much aggro. Because that's 65% ABV, I really struggle to have that neat, and that's my downfall. That's it. So if I was going for the 2, I would go One-Eyed Rebel because I can have that neat quite easily. But 65%, no, that's just too much burn on there for me. But mixing in cocktails, yeah. But if I'm being brutally honest, for me, my own palate, I would still put the grapefruit above the passion fruit, and I would put the pineapple above the grapefruit. The grapefruit grenade is underrated, massively underrated. I would put the grenades as pure out and out cocktail rums, mixing rums. It's going to be a hardcore palate that can drink those neat. 65% ABV. Yeah, big fan of those. Thank you very much, One-Eyed Rebel, Manchester Gin, OER as they should be now be known. They like a 3-word synonym. I can't even say the word. What's the name? Synonym. Synonym. I forget what the bar's called now. What the bar's called? I forget what the bar's called. Oh, that was grenade. Right then, let's crack on with cocktails. Oh, hang on. Question, Scott. Scott, is the pineapple grenade very pineapple forward? I was thinking it getting for the wife, but she loves the pineapple. So, Scott, hang on, before we go down that route. Scott, the whole reason this video has not been filmed yet is because Hursty has got a pineapple 2 swallows coming on the way. I don't know what's happened to it. I haven't spoken to him for a couple of weeks. It was supposed to be out between Christmas and New Year, and it wasn't. It hasn't surfaced yet. So I don't know. This video is ready to be filmed. I wouldn't personally put, well, it's going to be a hard one to put that in there, because for every 30ml you use of that, you'd probably use like 15 to 20ml of that. So I'm going to talk about that in the video, but as a out and out comparison, I don't think that's wise to have in that video, because it's flipping strong. So I was waiting for the 2 swallows, the two swallows pineapple, but I don't know what's happened to it. But this video, as soon as I find out what's happened to it, this video is ready to go. I've even reached out to Old Jay. Old Jay were just like, yeah, whatever. So Old Jay were just like, obviously not interested in getting involved in this. If, you know, that's there. So I don't know. That's uncapped. It's not been opened yet. That's not been opened yet. The Aldi one either. And that's literally got enough in it. I've measured it. It's got about 15ml too much to what I need. So it's my last dregs of the pineapple DMF. So yes, I don't know. In my head, as a mixer, that's going to smash it all day long. But it's a bit of an unfair advantage, and I kind of, yeah. So I'm looking for the 2 swallows. I would love Old Jay. Old Jay, if anyone's watching that knows Old Jay, I would love Old Jay to get involved, but they just weren't having any of it. They even reached out to me. They asked me, do I want any rums to do on this? And I said, yes, I'm doing a pineapple rum comparison. I would love to get the pineapple rum in a comparison. I think the word comparison put them off. I think that's what it was. I don't know. So that can sit down there on the shelf to be filmed until all is ready. Yeah. Any other questions before we move on here? At the moment, Appleton 8 is becoming my favourite drink. Appleton 8, yeah, I love Appleton 8. Are you on the Appleton 8? Should we? Yeah, Dave, I'll chat. I need to. Yeah, I got that feeling. I've had quite a few in-depth chats with certain. I won't say it because I've got a few customers on here, so I won't say. Not my customers, your ex-customers, not your personally, but ex-customers. There's current customers from your ex-company on here, so I won't say anything. Appleton 8, this is glorious stuff. And for those of you, I think it's Tuesday. This might be a great video for you to watch on Tuesday. A great video for you to watch. Is it Tuesday? Buying your first Jamaican rum. Look out for it. It's either Tuesday or Thursday. I think it's Tuesday. But it's a good me going down Jamaican rabbit hole. I love this. That is stunning. I can't believe. So I only got it a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, 10 days ago. It's amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. Cerberus. That, you mean Cerberus? It is sort of empty. Cerberus. Instagram, hashtag Tiki Fire Train. That's all I'll say on that matter. Just Instagram, search bar, hashtag Tiki Fire Train. That's all you need to look at that. Right. Slide into the DMs. Yeah, Dave, we need to chat. Dave, are you going to be at NRB? Let's have a catch up. Well, I'll slide into your DMs tomorrow, Dave, anyway. Top cheese, I only have one spiced rum at the moment. Thinking to get a bottle of Kraken together with the next rum hole. Whoa! Emilio. Right, let's do this. So, part of my membership perks is they submit cocktails every week, and I pick two. Trevor, look, let's not be honest. Trevor's like submitted about 50 different recipes, because that's Trevor. So I've got a Kraken next week, Trevor. Next week, when are you home? If you're not home next week, I'll do it the week after. But your officer, I got to give it to him. Trevor's created so this will be wasted on the younger generation probably, but Trevor created a cocktail called the Officer and the Gentian. So Trevor, it's up to you. I'll either make it next week or the week after. It's completely up to you. It won't be the week after because there's a special live stream coming the week on the 6th. Yeah, on the whatever that is. Where are we going? The 6th. There's this very special live stream happening on the 6th. So look forward to that, and I will reveal as soon as I know exactly what's happening. But there should be someone else there with me on the 6th, which will be very, very good fun. So Trevor, either next week or 3 weeks time, we'll do that. So this week, actually no, because Carl submitted first. I'm going to do Carl's first. I'm going to get my shaking guns in order. Carl, so part of the perks of the membership, they submit cocktails. I make them on the live stream and then tell them how shit they are. That's basically it. Oh, Kay's here. Hello, Kay. Just watching back from the beginning. Unexpected busy night. Sorry I couldn't be there for the flagging, but great shout on some of those notes. Defo Marmite. Okay. I came. Soy sauce. Oh, hello. Soy sauce. Darren's catching up. Oh, I see what you mean by soy sauce. I never would have picked that, but I see what you mean. It's still, that is insane though. It is properly insane. Darren, I'd love to, do you know what, after, like, give us a month or so, I'd love just to come wherever, I don't even know where you are in the UK, but let's just go and have a drink or something. I'd love to chat and just geek out with you. That would be awesome. Because I love, you know, as I say, as much as I've been into rum most of my kind of adult life, I love rum, but I'm not the proper up there rums. You know, this has been my level for like 15, 20 years or so. So and I want to work. I'm starting with Jamaican, but I kind of want to work up to those really, really good rums. Hurts a little. Hello, Hurts a little. Hurts a little's laughing. Ashley's laughing. Hello, friends. What's going on? I keep telling myself that their rum shouldn't be that good. Well, I think it is, isn't it? Hang on, right. As long as if I've missed anything, make sure give me a shout out. But the smell on this is just insane. It's still there. it's a massive experience, like doing something like this. Like massive. I'm not the best at describe. I'm like a visual. It's this weird thing. I'm audible when listening, but kind of I'm visual when explaining, which doesn't really help me, like doing this. But yeah. That's insane. Right, let's crack on with Ash's. Who we're doing? We're doing Cheesy's. Carl. We're doing Carl's cocktail first. So, Bitters Me Sweet. Did I put this up on screen? Let me just hang on, so I can just pick it out. Members cocktails. Where are we? There we go. So I can just pick that out for the old timestamps to keep YouTube happy. Members cocktail time. We are going there. Right. So. Bitter Me Sweet. This is Carl. Carl came up with his name about 3 hours ago, I think. Very, very simple recipe. Where is it? I've got it written down at the bottom here. Right, so Ray and Nephew. Cheesy, you could have put rum bar or something. I've got to crack out the Ray and Nephew. Oh, right. Ray and Nephew, 63% ABV. Look, Ray and Nephew. There is an overproof video being filmed very soon as well. That's another video coming. So Ray and Nephew, sugar syrup. Let's get a new bottle of that. Lime juice. Let's get the jug of that. 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. That's the square one of that. And pineapple and coconut juice. Well, quick story. I will keep it story. I know I like to waffle, but a quick story. The UK, we used to have every single supermarket used to do coconut and pineapple juice. It was awesome. And now it's pretty much gone off the grid. It was so awesome, even Rubicon. So everyone, you know, passion fruit and mango and all that sort of stuff. Even Rubicon had their own pineapple and coconut drink. Everyone stopped doing it now for some reason. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. Whether it's because coconut water has become so prominent in the UK, I don't know. So, I know I could have looked for it if I was honest, but I thought, no, I'm not going to buy a whole flipping 2 litres of pineapple and coconut. I'm just going to use coconut water and pineapple juice. But yeah, coconut and pineapple juice in the UK was massive. Mid-2000s, probably through to about 2 or 3 years ago. I think Rubicon only stopped doing it probably 2018, 2019. So pretty decent. So let me just, for those of you making it home, Andy Barham's in the house. He's just uploaded, and I think Trevor's uploaded as well. What's that? Let me just scroll through that. Tropical Kiss. Justin sharing his things. Hang on, what's that? Bitter Me Sweet. Oh, is that what it's called? Bitter Me. Yeah, Bitter Me Sweet. Right. So I'll wait there. Right, that's cool. Right. So Trevor's done that, and I'll share that in a second. Right. So we've got those ingredients. I can get rid of that now. Let me hide the captions. Hide. Right, let's make it. Let's make it. Subscribe and save. I don't know what you're all chatting. Please keep telling everyone how shit their drinks are. Carl, this is terrible. Oh, Ray and Nephew. I hadn't had Ray and Nephew for a few years. Oh, that's just... There's something about... Do you know what? I'll be brutally honest, right? I tried this at Rumfest, and I was just like, oh my God, that's different gravy. If you like your Ray and Nephew, get Rum Bar, because Rum Bar is just a whole different gravy. So, right. So let's put that up here. Let's go with Cheesy's. Right. I think Cheesy was very... I'm looking for my jigger. There it is. I think... Where's my other jigger? There it is. I think Cheesy was very kind to me. I think it was like 30 ml. Yeah. So 30 ml of Ray and Nephew. Oh, there we go. 30 ml of Ray and Nephew. Overproof rum. Thanks, Cheesy. You are welcome. So 30 ml of that. 15 ml of sugar syrup. I think, yeah, that bottle's nearly empty. So 15 ml of sugar syrup. Half an ounce of that. Boom. I've totally used the wrong end of the shaker, but there we go. 15 ml of lime juice. Excuse the noise. 15 ml of lime juice, half an ounce. Oh, did that well. And then, what was it, Angosturas while we're here. 2 dashes of Angosturas, which is about 3 for these, because they're slightly less dashes than what. So my bottle is at drink stuff. I've just put half a bottle in these decanters. So I'm going to do 3 of these, because it's about 2 of it out of a bottle, right? There we go. Angosturas. Right, and then he's put 100 ml of pineapple and coconut. Now, having tasted these and having lived off the pineapple and coconut for a long, long time, I did love it, did enjoy it. I'm going to do a straight 50-50 for this. It was quite coconut forward. I'm going to do straight 50-50. So he wants 100 ml, so 50 ml of pineapple, which is there, and 50 ml of coconut. I say, this is not the best coconut water in the world, but it works. It's in the Tesco's, Long Life, and Sainsbury's and Morrison's. It's in the World Foods Arms, Long Life for shelf stable. It's pretty decent. I'll be honest, I'm not a coconut water connoisseur. I've had that. I've had Vita Coco. There's one Innocent. I don't like Innocent's coconut water. There's something really weird about that. But this stuff, you know, it's all right. It's pretty decent. It does the job. Right. Ice cubes. Let's get some shaky. Did he want this flash blended? No, just shaky. The face as you pour it. What? 23 a bottle. I couldn't say no. 20. Oh, Pat's in the house. Got back now. Back in a minute. Off to Amazon. What's Kay been buying? Hey David, how are you? Yeah, I like that. Darren, Rum Bar defo gives Ray Nephew a rum for its funk. I'll tell you what, I fell in love with that Rum Bar. That Rum Bar was insane. So good. Right. Don't know. That's what you want, Matt. That's what you want. Look at that condensation. That's a professional shake, that is. That's professional 15. Look. None of this. Steve, my porn star martini, don't froth up like yours does. Give it some welly. That's what you want, look. Look, that's what you want. Look, ice. Look at that, look. That's what you want. That. Now this feeble stuff. Right. The amount of people that go, oh my, I don't get the froth. Just give it a proper welly. Right. Tiki glass. Makes me giggle. I tell you what, cheese boy. I tell you what. You can come again. Right, garnish. Don't know. I think you might have written a garnish. I didn't cut and paste it, but so this is called Bitter Me Sweet, apparently. Hang on. Hurts a little. Please get. No, that's a bit. Hurts a little. No, that's a bit wrong, isn't it? Who are you? Hurts a little. What's your real name? Trevor, I've got a minuscule buzz, but I'm actually really excited about that. I genuinely love finding products that excite me. I get a buzz when I get excited about stuff. I'll tell you what, Cheesy, you could add a bit more rum to that. $30 doesn't do that justice. I'll be brutally honest. Let's go 15. So 45. I think you've been a bit cautious there, Cheesy. So for those that don't know, typical Jamaican kind of drink. Ting is the Ting-Ray. I think I've got one here actually. Have I got one here? Yeah, I have. Ting-Ray. Ray and Nephew, Ting. Ting, Jamaican, grapefruit, Think, have I got one here? Yeah. Well, I've got my Aldi fake lilt. Think Tropical Blast without the pineapple. That's what that is. So, lilt, essentially. That's what that is. But what you guys haven't seen, look, I've got them all now. They've sent them to me. I've got them all. Old Jamaica, pineapple soda, tropical soda. What else have we got? Car have sent me theirs as well. Pineapple, yes. Boom. There's one more here somewhere. Forgetting what else it is. Oh no, look at this. I've got to go down this rabbit hole as well. Look what Old Jamaica have done, look. So, normal ginger beer. Oh no, sorry, diet. Hang on. Normal ginger beer. Diet ginger beer, which I think might be up my street. But fiery. Look what they've done. So I've got all that now. And I've got these back. The pineapple mixer, the mandarin mixer as well, mandarin and gin. So these are basic sodas. Woohoo! We're going to have some fun with these. There's some fun coming. Right. Oh, 100% better. You now get the rum funk coming through. 45ml, cheese boy. That's actually, it's really dangerous. It's really easy to drink. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's just, you know, that's just dangerous. That Mummy Barman's giving that a strong 10 out of 10, I tell you. Right, hang on a minute. Hurts a little. I am funny, ain't I should have my own show. It's just fun, isn't it? It's just fun. There's no point taking life too seriously, is there? Someone, no, what was the comment the other day? Someone, oh, the standard thing on every video, because you guys won't see this because you guys comment on a video like within a few hours of it going live. But what you don't see is the comments on videos from, so a video that went live like a year ago, you don't see the comments that come on daily from those old videos. So I'll frequently get videos like, oh, video starts at 7:54 or something stupid. So I had this whole dialogue with someone Friday, I think this was. Video starts at 7:30 and he tags it, so it's like it shows up 7:36. So I came back and was like, no, don't be stupid. The video starts at 00:00. You can't start a video at 7 minutes because, you know, that's the start of the video. And he came back and went, no, but you go and waffly, don't you, for like 7 minutes? So I was like, yeah, but that's fine. But the video starts when it starts. He didn't see it. He just went on and on. It was just hilarious. I love people like that. You just throw a fishing line out. You just get them easy. Right, Trevor. Oh, hang on. I'll come back to David in a minute. I'd add maybe an ounce of Appleton signature to that. I just add more Appleton Ray Nephew, to be fair. That's proper banging for me now. 45ml, bit of funk to it. Lovely. Right, David. If you, what? Oh, hang on. Comments coming in. If you and me, if I was you, David. All right, David Bonner. If you and me and had space for one more bottle on your home bar shelf, what would it be? Currently have Bacardi White, Appleton 12, Eldorado 8, and Chairman's Reserve Spiced. One more bottle. Ah, right, okay. I see where Apple. Oh no, hang on. Is Trevor commenting there? Oh, one more bottle on that. ED12, Appleton 8, Bacardi White. So we can discount the Bacardi. Sorry, but we can. Unless you haven't run the Coke, seems quite good. Right, I'll tell you what I'd do. Oh, hang on. Let me come back to this because there's a whole load of people weighing in here. Let me just see what's going on. Darren, Diary of Rum Hunter says, St. Lucian Sipper, look at Chairman's Legacy. Interesting. Darren, Chairman's Legacy or Admiral Rodney? Some Rodders. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, that, right, Darren. Rodders, which, all right, hang on. Two-part question here. Darren, Diary of a Rum Hunter. Two-part question. Which out of the Admiral Rodders would you go for? And then would you put that over Legacy? Two-part question. Right, pineapple mixer off at the same time as the rum. Scott. Well played, Scott. Scope, for those of you listening in, Scott's put in answer to that. I love Scott, but Scott's got some awesome banter in the Discord. Scott's put, if I was you and only had room for one more bottle, I'll build a new bar. Jamaican light ginger beer, K Royal Oak. Yeah, see, oh, hang on, right, Dave. Oh no, David's there. We'll swap Buchanan for had 3. Comes down to budgets, but ... I'm waiting for it. Come on, Daz. Come on. Get the keys going. I'm waiting to see. I'm intrigued to see what he says here. This is coming from. How shall I describe a more? Yeah, it's solid. A more educated palate. Way more educated palate. He has to be way more educated palate than what I've got for higher end rums at this. I'll probably knock spots off him for like Appleton Signature and all the lower end stuff, but the higher end stuff, yeah, I'm waiting to see this. We've got it comes down to budgets, but ... It's like one of those text messages when you kind of see the 3 little bubbles, kind of like. I wait to see what it says. What was the question? The question was, one more bottle. What would I go for? See, I could give you 5. If you're UK, right, and I come back to this, and it's a little bit more pricey, but I come back to this because this has blown me away. Hang on, let me come around here. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've seen a reply. Right, I come back to this because this has properly blown me away. I absolutely adore this stuff. 4 islands. So it's got, if I remember right, it's got Jamaican, Dominican Republic. What's the other one? Barbados? Hang on, is it on the back of the bottle? I can't think what the other one is. Yeah, Barbados. So Barbados, Jamaican, Dominican Republic, but it's got a lovely bit of rum agricole in there from Guadeloupe, which just sets it off a treat. I would like to try a higher ABV version of this. I would like to try like a 43 to a 46% version. But this stuff, I'm absolutely loving at the moment. I'm just sipping it neat. And the flavours that just kind of bounce around are just insane. And it's the agricole in that kind of sets that off. I really do like it. Yeah. So he's come down. Darren's come back. I was taken by the Admiral Rodney's port cask. Officer's number on and Admiral's 1799. So, see this? Yeah, see, he's gone up above. So, cheers, Paul. Thanks for coming. Apple, so I'm just reading Trevor's 31.4. So you're putting that way above Admiral Legacy, Chairman's Legacy. Interesting. But I've not had the Legacy back to back with the Admirals. I feel a video coming on. See, there you go. That's what the people want to know. You do the high end stuff. I'll do the low end stuff, and we'll meet in the middle, like in like a couple of years when my palate's sort of acclimatised to the big old stuff. Like proper big old stuff. We'll meet in the middle. We'll have a sesh. Right, where am I going? Who was it? It was David. Where am I going? One more bottle. Right, I'm gonna give you a choice of 2. Spiced rum. Oh, right, I'll give you a choice of 3. Right, because you've got a spiced rum. I've seen a spiced rum in there. Either one of those 2 for a spiced rum. Hang on. That way I'm back to front. Either one of those 2 is a spiced rum. If you fancy a spiced rum contingent, 2 swallows salted caramel and citrus. That one, and then Pusser's spiced. They are insane spiced rums. Very, very good. So if you want to go spiced rum, those. For a proper normal rum. The kind of, you've got Eldorado 12-year-old. Do you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna go on this. I'm gonna go that. If you've got Eldorado 12-year-old, go, because that's Guyanan. So Demerara notes. I would go Dawley's 12. I would generally go Dawley's 12. I think. It's not going too off the rails, too expensive. I've said Lost Years. I still stand by Lost Years. Probably Dawley's 12. Right, that's where I'll go for that. Right. Stay there. What's going on? Right, I've got to crack on now with Ross, because Ross will probably want to get to bed. What's the time? 10 past 10. Oh, that's all right. We've got loads of time, haven't we? We've got loads of time. So, cocktail number 2 is Tropical Kiss from young Ash up in Sunderland. Oh, he's not in Sunderland. He's not in Sunderland. He's not in Newcastle either. I don't actually. Ash, what's the worst insult for you? Being from Borough, what's the worst insult? Mackin or Geordie? Because I know what the worst insult is for either of those two. But as a Borough, like, what's the worst insult for you? I'm guessing Sunderland, but I don't know. Anyway, right, so Ash's cocktail. I'm looking forward to this as well. Dawley's is a good shout. I'll fast track you. Oh, I'm not sure I would say well above. No, Darren, I've watched your videos. Right. Right, Dawley's a good chat. Yeah, I like Dawley's. Interestingly, I've had one real McCoy, and I was like, oh, no, I'm not a huge fan of that. So Dawley's, I would love to try the Dawley's 14. I think that could be my next one for there. But I've just gone down Trinidad at the moment. I'm properly in Trinidad where I cannot wait to crack these. And it might happen next week. It might happen in 3 weeks' time. I can't wait. I want to nail down the details of the 6th of 6th of February. I want to nail down the details. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Geordie kills me. Brilliant. Right. So this is Darren, Darren. This is Ashley Gibson from Geordie, from Geordieland. No, he's from Middlesbrough. So he wants Plantation, Stiggins Fancy. I've got a little bit left in here. Little wee dram in there. We'll see how far we go. 2 swallows, salted. Not that one because that one's not opened yet. Salted. Well, it might be open. Well, there we go. So we might have to open that. Salted caramel and candied citrus. Passion fruit syrup, which is the ODK. I know that is. Some orgeat. Some lime juice. I will move the banner in a sec so you can see it. Some pineapple juice and some Angostura bitters. So I'll just let you see those. For those any of you making along, while I'm faffing around just trying to open this bottle, I'll leave that on screen. Claire, dump the gin. Who's got gin? Oh. Yeah, dump the gin. David, I don't know who your missus is, but no. No. Tell her, have a word. Right. There we go. Right. So, have we got those? For those, anyone making that, I know I can see my Discord. There's a lot of photos here. I can see people have already made it. So, but anyone making along, pineapple plantation, Stiggins Fancy, salted caramel 2 swallows, passion fruit syrup, or orgeat, whatever you want to call it, orgeat, pineapple juice, lime juice, Angostura bitters. Right, can I get rid of that now? Let's get rid of the Tropical Kiss. Hide. Right. So, let's see where we get for this. Right, I'll give you the recipes as we're going. So, 30ml. Crazy. He's getting all technical with this. All be revealed in a second. 30ml of Stiggins Fancy. 20ml. Another one bites the dust. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love a fresh bottle. Oh, question. For those of you that wanted the pineapple rum video, which is coming, me personally, I wouldn't include that because it's a whole different kettle of fish. But do you want me to chat about it and describe it and put it up head to head with like Red Leg and all? Do you want Plantations, Stiggins Fancy in the mix? Question. I want to see the answers, all right? So, right, so 30ml of Plantations, Stiggins Fancy. And for those of you, And that, I'm guessing the answers will only come from people that know exactly what that is, because it's a whole different ball game to a pineapple rum. With the pineapple egg cups, these are actually stickings. Look, look, look. I don't know whether you've seen these. They were tucked away. They were tucked away there for like the first sort of 6 months. Can you see these? Look, plantation, sort of pineapple stickings. Look at that. Stickings like egg cups. Well, shot glasses. They're not really egg cups, are they? They're egg cups? Shot glasses. I like these. So now, first and foremost. So do I get that involved in the pineapple video or not? I don't know. Right, so. Chat is buzzing. Right, now, back to Darren's funny measurements. He's done 30ml of that. He now wants 40ml of this. Don't know where he got 40ml from, but we'll humour him. So that bottle's finished. And this one's now open. Oh, love this stuff. Oh, this stuff's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So 40ml. Where did 40? How did you get to 40ml? I'm interested. Right, but I'll humour you. Young Ashley. Right, so we've done that. Next ingredient, 20ml of ODK passion fruit. He's got ODK, so he's asked for ODK. So he's going to get ODK. So 20ml of ODK passion fruit. Hang on, start. Yep, boom, 20ml of that. We're then going for Orgeat. I'm going to go French. Giffard have put me to shame now with that French bird that's like how to say Giffard. Giffard. To be fair, I've always said it right. I've just pronounced the D at the end. Giffard. Giffard. So, Orgeat. That's what we're going to call it. Orgeat now. 10ml of Orgeat. Boom. 10ml of Orgeat. Orgeat. So we've got 10ml of that. Lime juice. 20. What are you doing to me? 30ml of plantation stickings, 40ml of salted caramel, 20ml of that, 25ml of lime juice. What are you trying to do to me, young Darren? 25ml. Darren, Ashley. Pineapple juice. There we go. Right. 70. Oh, have I got enough? 75ml of pineapple juice. I don't think I've got enough. 60. Watch this space. Hang on. 60. Where's Kevin with the interval music? 60. So 15. Half an ounce. There we go. 75ml. It's just Tesco's, but it's 100% pressed and squeezed. That's all we want. Right. Acid there. And then the final ingredient, bitters. Yeah, Angostura bitters, a dash. So I'm gonna do 2 because these are little funny things. There we go, 2 dashes. Right. So young Ash, but only smells of pineapple. Steve, put it up against. Oh, hello. Put it up against Wester Distillery pineapple rum. Who's Wester Distillery? No, I know that. Whisper. Right, hang on. I've got to go. Steve, got to shoot, but thanks for the welcome. Cheers, Cerberus the Fluffy. Thanks for coming. Pleasure for joining. Right, anyone else? Where have I missed? Darren Newgrove. Darren. Good night, Steve. Cheers, Nick. Thanks for coming. He went ages ago. I think we're all cool. We're all caught up. Windy. Plantation is lush. Yeah, but that's the thing. People, this is my thing, right? People buy that and then get all disappointed with it because it's not your red leg, it's not your pineapple DMF. It's not proper pine. But as a rum, it is absolutely phenomenal. Really, really good stuff. I think I might have I don't know how to I haven't planned the video. I think I might do like a little 2 or 3 minute, 5 minute, know me, spiel on plantation stigging because I kind of want to make that reference. I don't want to not include it, but at the same time, if people want pineapple forward drinks, it's not going to win because it's not going to be pineapple forward. So anyway, Oh, I'm too old for that shaky malarkey. All these bottles. Right. So, glass for this. Oh, flash blend. Sorry, Ash. Flash blend. I'll give it a quick flash blend. Sorry. Sorry, Ash. There we go. Quick flash blend. Sorry. Sorry, Ash. Sorry. Right. Let's go. I don't know what glass to put this in now. Where's my other tiki glass? That'll do. Pineapple glass. There we go. Pineapple sticking's fancy. There we go. Boom. Oh, he's done that well, hasn't he? Right. So, young Ash. What's this called? Oh, hang on. Did I give this a name? Tropical Kiss. There we go. Tropical Kiss. I have to say, cheesy, Carl. $45 of Ray and Nephew. Amazing in that. That's amazing. Right, let's go. I throw everything in. That's pineapple. Probably because I love it. Oh, Trevor's being critical. Ash, a little sweet. He's worse than Mummy Barman, isn't he? He's like, Mummy Barman's just like, no. Little sweet, 45ml of lime just because. Okay, so Trevor's added a bit more lime, but Trevor doesn't get the salted caramel spiced rum we get. Yes, now. Ash. I'm not saying that's bad, but it does need work. I'll be brutally honest, it does need work. It's because the ODK hasn't got any balance of sweetener with it. So, I know how to fix this. I know how, don't be put off. I'm fixing it. I know exactly how to fix that. So, what we need, because it's the ODK, you do need to balance the ODK out with a bit of, is there any left in there? Might be. You do need to balance that ODK with a bit of sugar. You can't just use that purely as a sweetener because it's too tart. So, what we are going to do, we're going to add 7.5ml, if I've got enough in this one. Yeah. Oh. We'll be here for, yep. Oh, bang on. 7.5ml of sugar. That'll dial down the passion for the ODK, passion fruit. That'll be perfect. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll blend that actually before we go any further. Right. So, just got a bit of sugar, and I think I'm going to add some lime juice. See, instantly, that touch of sugar really balances out the ODK passion fruit. You really do. All of you, and I keep saying it time and time again, the ODK stuff is phenomenal, but stuff like the passion fruit, the papaya, not so much the yuzu, what else? The mango, you just need a touch of sugar. I would always do like 3-to-1 ratio. So, for instance, even if you just use 15ml of ODK passion fruit, you just kind of need like about 5ml of sugar syrup just to kind of balance it out slightly because it is very tart. So instantly, that's just kind of fixed it straight away. But what I am going to do, because that is a little bit there, I'm just going to add, I'm just going to add 5ml of lime juice. Boom. And I reckon, stay. Love this. This is awesome. Trevor, all your bullying about flash blenders, that's possibly the best purchase I've ever made for this bar. Right. Bang. So, we have taken that cocktail. So the recipe that I've just done, and I've not, I can see the comments coming in here. 30 ml of plantation Stiggins Fancy, 40 ml of 2 Swallows salted caramel, 20 ml of ODK passion fruit syrup. I've then added, what did I add? 7.5 ml sugar to that. Because the orgeat it's not as sweet. I mean, you know what I've got? I've got the blend here. I've got the both. So I've got the blend of ODK and that, but you still need a touch of sugar to go with it. So I've just purely added 7.5 ml of sugar and 5 ml of lime. Up the lime to 30 ml, an ounce. That is proper. That is proper banging. Love that. Absolutely love that. Mummy Barman, stop watching Strictly Come Dancing or whatever's on tonight. Is Country Fire finished? What's the time? 10:30. Oh, she'll be in bed. She won't be in bed yet. She doesn't go to bed till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Mummy Barman, if you're watching still, come and try these too. Because the lads, you know, they hang on your every word. You need to come and try these. But yeah, just my little tip. If you're using the ODK papaya, passion fruit, and mango, there's another one. I can't think what it is now. I think it's a berry one. You just need a touch of sugar just to kind of balance it out. Otherwise, it just becomes a bit too tart. Here she comes there. I knew she went in bed. Right. In bed. Right, try cheesies first. Nice cheesy, nice. Out of 10?
8.
8. Ooh, 8, harsh. Okay, Rossi, Ash.
10.
Oh, 10. I went conservative with a 9. 10. That's gorgeous, Ash. Baby daddy, you got a 10 out of 10, look. I have to say, you probably would have got a 6 out of 10 before I flipped it up. So I did you proud there, mate. Right. Where are we up to with the comments? Let's go back in here. Kay, not had a drink all night. Okay, what? Not had a drink all night and come and made this. Oh dear. It was meant to be 30 ml. I just put 25. Oh, don't give yourself credit. Give me the credit for fixing your cocktail. Come on. Okay. You not think orgeat make it sweeter? So my little thing. This is going to sound really bizarre. No, I'm just going to say it. I know it's going to sound stupid. I know it's going to sound really stupid, but I'm just going to say it. I never use that as a sweetener. I use orgeat as a flavour. So, yes, I could have upped the. So instead, what did Ash? I could have gone 17.5 ml of orgeat to that. It still wouldn't have done the same thing as adding sugar to that. I genuinely think, and this is just me, and I've played with these like, well, how long have I had these now? 2018, 19? I genuinely think you need just sugar added to that to kind of bring out the flavour. These are almost perfect flavours, long life shelf staple thing. The caveat being, I don't think you need to with the Monin stuff. From the ones I've tasted with the Monin, the grey bottles of puree, I don't think you need to. But the ODK ones are very tart. But, you know, you're always going to have sugar lying about. So I don't think you get the same effects by adding an extra 7.5 of... Let's just get a bottle so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't think you get the same effects of adding that. I genuinely think you need to add that. It's like the Mai Tai. You know, the Mai Tai is what? It depends on how you make it, but 7.5 ml of that, 7.5 ml of normal sugar. You know, the argument is, well, why don't you use 15 ml of that? It's because the sugar will add a different layer of sweetness to what that will. Just me personally. In the end of the day, have a play. But that, do you know what, right? That is, I don't know who's going to watch this back. Jonathan, Scott, wherever, your bars, your pubs. Who else we got? Paul. What other pubs have I got in the membership community? I don't know. Guys, I know we're, what, 3.5 hours in now, or 2.5 hours in. If you're making, that's what I call a cash converter. I need a little thing to flash up on screen, cash converter, because that, Darren Dazzer, you know, that is one of these cocktails you put on a menu that just sells time and time and time again. And to be fair, so the flipping hell is this. This might be a little bit more tricky because of the Jamaican funk. If people are not ready for the Jamaican funk, they're like, whoa, what's that? I flipping love that. But those that are not ready, like Mummy Barman's just been in, she's put, oh, yeah, likes it, but it's just that Jamaican funk element. Whereas this, there's nothing offensive. This is just a great cocktail. This makes you money. That makes you a lot of money. That's the only way I can equate them. Right, where do we get to? I had raspberry dac today. Thought it was wow. That's tart. What's the raspberry dac all about? I wouldn't even take it as constructive criticism. I'll take that as a flipping compliment. I don't have Stiggins. Stiggins, okay. Ash question. I don't have Stiggins, but used red leg pineapple, which you reckon is probably sweeter. Red leg pineapple is 100% sweeter. Like, this is the thing, like this. This stuff is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But the big difference is, look, they've even coloured him in slightly. Look, can you see? Oh, bottle's on the floor now. Look, he's like different. So this is right. A mishmash of. Can you see it on the screen? Yeah. If I come out of the way. So I've got to remember the right way around now. Pineapple. Which way round is it? I don't know. Forgive me on this, but I've got to read the back of the bottle. Forgive me. One way round. So you've got the pineapple skin macerated with the OD, and then the pineapple flesh infused with the plantation 3 stars. It's either that or the other way around. the flesh is macerated with one, and the skin is macerated with the other. Right. So you've got proper pineapple infused with it. You've got no sweeteners, no flavour compounds and that. Unlike Red Leg, unlike Dead Man's Fingers, unlike any other pineapple rum on the market, that is just natural pineapple. So you're naturally not going to get that much pineapple forward. As a rum with a pineapple edge to it, it's phenomenal. But as a pineapple flavoured rum, no, it's not even at the races because it is not a pineapple flavoured rum. It's hard to kind of get your head around, but you could drink that as an out-and-out rum with a pineapple twist. And that is precisely what and I know Scott, yeah, it's Scott, it's your mum. Yeah, I really feel sorry for your mum, but I hope she's all right. But the plantation coconut that's only available in Barbados, I don't imagine for 1 second will be an out-and-out coconut rum. It just won't be. It'll be rum with a subtle edge of coconut to it. That's all it'll be. It'll be phenomenal, but it just won't be your Coca Canus, your Dead Man's Fingers, your Bacardi coconut or anything like that. It's just going to be out-and-out rum with just that leading sort of edge of coconut. And that's what, you know, when you're a flavoured rum fan or a pineapple rum fan, you're going to taste that and you're going to go, oh no, that's not too pineapple. Well, of course it's not. It's aimed at the rum community. It's not aimed at your Dead Man's Fingers community or your Red Leg community. It's completely different products. So I might have a little rant about that in the pineapple video. We might do. Right, where do we get to? Question. I understand now. Where? Hang on. Where's Ash? Where's Ash's question? Ash's written question and then not written a question. Ash, where's your question? Cheers for coming, Rossi B. Cheers, everyone. Be away next few lives. I'll be on, but not partaking. Trevor. So, just before you disappear, I'm assuming you're disappearing. Trevor, slide into my DMs. Are you around on the 6th? You will be. I know you will be. But cocktail wise, so you're back from the whatever it is. 12th? No, that can't be right. 13th, whatever it is. I'll do your gentian, your pineapple in a, what's it called? Pineapple and a, no, what's it called? An officer in a gentian. I'll do that on the 13th, whatever. Oh, it's Luke's mum, Scott. I thought it was Luke. Sorry, I thought it was you, Scott. Luke's mum. Yeah, Darren, it's a pineapple sipper. It's such a hard, for, you know, because it's in that category where people naturally assume it's a pineapple rum. And it's not, and it's really hard to explain it to people that are kind of used to, well, let's just get that one out. It's kind of really hard to explain it to people that are used to that. Because it's nothing even remotely like that, you know. There's no syrup added, there's no sugar added, well, tiny bit. But, you know, there's no syrupy stuff added to the stickings that there is of this. It's just essentially pineapple infused rum, which will give you a very different product to what these are. So yeah, that I think you've nailed it. It's a pineapple sipper, but I already know certain parts of my membership community we're looking at that thinking, well, I like red leg neat, you know, so what's the difference? So it's really hard to explain. Just think of it as a proper out and out rum with a subtle hint of pineapple. That's the only way you can do it. You cannot compare it to red leg. I'm just going to sit at red leg. I'm interested to try Hursty's 2 Swallows when it drops. Do you know what? Right, I would love, and this is just me, just thinking off the top of my head now, I would love to do the same thing as what Plantation have done with that rum. I would love to do it with like a Jamaican, sort of like an Appleton 8, like the whole pineapple flesh and pineapple skins. I'd love to do it with that. That would be quite interesting. Is there a pineapple? Because even like for those Damiso fans, so the rum maker called Damiso, Les Oranges, you know, even that is so much more pineapple forward, and it's a proper, because also it's infused, but you know, it's such pineapple forward, and it's 30% ABV as well. It's just a different beast to what they are. So yeah. Right, if there's any more questions, let me know. What's the time now? We're coming up to 11:15. If there's any questions, let me know. Coming in there. Coming up next week, for those of you that are still on, we have got, what videos have I filmed? We have got your entry point to Jamaican rum. So I'm putting Apple Siggy against Plantation Zymaco. So that's a video. I think that's Tuesday's video, if I'm honest. I think that's Tuesday's video. So buying your first, I think the video's titled Buying Your First Jamaican Rum. So I'm kind of talking you through a little bit basic Jamaican rum. With that, there is a guest appearance from another rum in there. And then for those, I think this is Thursday's video. Dark rum, black rum. Thursday's video. I think that's what's coming out on Thursday. I don't think that's true because I've filmed 3 now. I'm like 3 videos ahead. So it might be a week on Tuesday. I can't think what the other video is in. No, it's all right. It's a Pusser's cocktail video. So this is Thursday's video. So dark black rums. What are black dark rums? And we've got an interesting little comparison there for that. That's that. Any other questions? Questions? not going to give the game away about Goslings and Myers. We could just see. Darren, thank you so much for that. That's just... Even look, there's nothing left in the glass. Look, there's tiny... Even the smell on that is just insane still. Insane. Wow. Okay, it's really nice, enjoying it. I'm hoping to get some more plantation range. So hopefully, I don't want to... Look, I don't know what's happening yet. I've got to get it confirmed. But for those of you that's still on, there's still a fair few of you on. Let's just drop it in here now. Plantation and Fads, Paul McFadden, brand ambassador for Plantation Rum, should be standing right here with me on the 6th of February. I don't know. Now, the question hasn't been raised yet about the rum. I'm hoping, because Plantation are releasing a new, not cask swaps, what are they called? I forget what their range is called now. I forget what it is. It's not cask swap range. It's a new, their other range that they do once a year as well. I'm hoping we're going to be talking about the brand new range. I don't know. I need to get it confirmed what we're actually going to be talking about. But hopefully on the 6th, so not next week, the week after, we should have Fads, known Fads for years, absolute years. Larry Monkey, proper legend. We should have Fads standing here. Whether Nick will be on camera, Nick, Mr. ID Brands, will be sitting. I might even get Barstool here, to be fair. I don't know whether he might not want to come on camera. I don't know. But we should have the UK plantation guys in the house. My first ever guests on a live stream, my first ever guest in the studio. That's what should be happening on the 6th. As I say, I don't know what rums we're going to be talking about. I'm just adding 2 and 2 together at the moment. Whether I'm making 4 or whether I'm making 22, I don't know. But I'm hoping it's the new launches of the new rums. I'm hoping. I don't know. So the 6th of February is going to be, whatever way happens, it's going to be awesome because we're going to be talking plantation rums, out and out plantation rums. So Fads is going to be here for probably about an hour and a half, hour and 45 before he has to get the train home again. So that should be very fun to look forward to. I cannot wait for that. As I say, I know both of them really, really well. So there should be banter flying. There should be rum flying. That's going to be really good fun to look forward to. But what the rum we're talking about, I do not know. I'm hoping, because I've just seen it drop on their Instagram feed, I'm hoping it's going to be that new range. But whether it is or not, whether we're talking about these rums, I don't know. I generally don't know yet. So I'll wait until later on next week and we have it confirmed. I might have it confirmed, hopefully got it confirmed for you by next Sunday's live show, and then we can talk about what's coming up. But that is one you don't want to miss because we're going to be interactive. Fads is going to be talking and educating and tasting. I can be here properly on the comments because we're all here. So that should be an absolute belter of a live show, and hopefully the first of many, because I would not want to lose my virginity, my guest virginity, to another brand. I'll be brutally honest. I love Plantation. I love the guys. I love Nick. I love Fads really, really well. I love Alex. I love the guys very, very a lot. So hopefully it should be awesome. It should be awesome. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But next week, so I'm going to be leading on from, I can see my feed going on a bit there. Next week, so I'm going down the Jamaican route. I'm gonna let it flow, because the video that's coming out on Thursday is buying your first Jamaican rum. What I've got earmarked for is just a chat about these rums next Sunday. But I kind of want to crack one, if not two, of these boutique rums out. Just for those of you that are stuck on, if you've never seen boutique, think boutique as another kind of plantation. They're a UK brand. They're owned by Master of Malt, essentially, but these are proper rums. So Secret Distillery, pot still Jamaican single distillery, 53.8. You can see the ester mark on there, so you can see what esters. You can trace that back to how much esters it's got in there. Okay, So 9-year-old, 53.8. So that's the first one. We've got this to try as well. Secret Distillery number 3, look, from Jamaica. Pot still again, 56.8. You can see it's MG. So this one's, this is the whole nother conversation we've got to have about the marks, about Jamaican funk ester mark, essentially. So we've got JMWP on there. We've got MG on there. And then we've got the third one. Oh, hang on, back to front. That's not got any mark on it. So that's a blend. Oh, right, yeah, so that's a blend. So we've got pot and column still. So that's not got any blends in it. So we don't know what the ester mark on that is, but 55% of that. You know, these are proper. I'm looking forward to these. So it's a whole different conversation to have about the Jamaican, because they've, you know, Jamaicans measure their esters by the rum. So I can't explain it with having visuals on there for you, but you know, LROC is the first, LROC for instance, is probably the most common mark of Jamaican funk, or esters I should say. But you know, that's going to be, hang on, not the MG, this one, the JMWP should be pretty funky. So I can't wait to crack those. Really can't. So yeah, so to be fair, next week is probably going to be an open, loose conversation. I want to kind of dive into the differences between the Siggy, the 8-year-old and the 12-year-old, but I kind of want to get into these. I want to crack the Smith & Cross as well. Compare that to, I don't know whether Hampden 8's got a, I don't think the Hampden 8's got the mark on it. I think so, it's a blend. I'm sure it's a blend. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have a little dive of that. But anyway, can see my comments going through a little bit more now. Plantation Extreme. What this? Yeah, the extremes are not coming out yet. That's my big beast. That's my one and only big beast, Darren. Right. Let's scroll back up here. Hope you enjoy. I would like to take Plantation's 3-state and infuse it with chili and cocoa beans. 3 stars, right? And fill it with, oh, so I'd like to take Plantation 3 stars and infuse it with chili and cocoa beans to make a chili and chocolate infused rum. Ooh. So Plantation 3 stars, Plantation. I haven't watched him for a few weeks. What's his name? Forgot his name now. Canadian, now in France now. Forgot his name. Plantation. The 3 stars, infused out with chili and coconut. Interesting. Chili and chocolate. Okay, Windy. So you preferred the Twiglet rum over the sherry gum. Do you know what, right? Windy, I'll be brutally honest. As gorgeous as that is, I'm not sure I could sip that every night. That's like a beastly one night in 10, one night in 20 for me. That's just beast mode. Even that, the glass, there's nothing in the glass. It's just beast mode. Whatever that rum is. From Darren of Rum Hunter. I'll be brutally honest though, your Dos Maderas is 100% not a rum. It's a liqueur for me. It is a liqueur because it's just it's lovely, but it's way too sweet for me for an out and out sort of rum. The best way I can describe that for me is a cocktail addition, not a cocktail base. Amazing. Will give you amazing kind of sherry notes to a cocktail, but you need some rum to kind of bulk it up to get there. I reckon if that was another 10% stronger, like 50, even 46% ABV, I think you get a very different product off that. I just think it's too... The flavours are phenomenal. I just think it's too kind of you can't really taste the rum on it. Let's be brutally honest. You can't really get the rumminess of it. You can tell there's rum at the backbone. You kind of get that. I love it. I do really love it. Get any spiced rum fan onto that, and you'll convert them. That's amazing. You know, it's that kind of rum. You'll sort of say, yeah, sod your dead man's fingers, get onto some of that. They'll be like, oh, that's really tasty. And from that, you could coax them on to other rums. But you're not really going to coax someone that likes Flor de Cana 12-year-old or Appleton 8, Appleton 12. You know, that's... As soon as you start hitting the Appleton 8s or the 12s, your Flor de Cana 12s, your Dorley 12... some of these, even the plantation, I love the Gran Añejo, the Guatemalan Belize, you know. Going back to that, it's just like, oh, that's a bit sweet. I really don't mean that in a bad way. It's amazing. Oh, you need a bottle in your collection, 100%. Ice cream on top of your ice. Oh, that's going to be glorious. Right. So where do we get to? So, hang on. What a shame, no live audience yet. Diary of a Rum and Darren. Right, hang on. I've seen a few posts from you. So, got to crack the Smith and Cross. I'm sure Steve would have a waffle or no. So, Darren, Diary of a Rum Hut. It's not the extremes coming out at the moment. It is if you go into their Instagram, you can see. I forget what they call it now. It's not car swap range. So the car swaps are later in the year. It's just the different countries that they do this time every year. So last time they did Belize, Peru, Australia. I forget the others. I'm sure they did 6. And the Peru, I fell in love with the Peru last time. The Peru was amazing. I love that stuff. So yeah, I think they've got under the water is the theme this time, or ocean or something. I forget what the theme is this time. But I'm hoping that is what is coming. I'm hoping if you go onto Plantation on Instagram, I'm hoping there's 6. Also know is this 6. I'm hoping that is going to be the range. But the only problem is it may be a bit too early, because I'm not sure the whole range gets released, and I'm not sure what's in the UK and what isn't in the UK. So I generally don't know. All I know is that we're going to be talking plantation rums, and the original story was a brand new releases. That was the original thing. So it's all gone kind of there. So yeah, but it could be the first of many with Fads. I say Fads, to be fair, I've known him for a lot of years. He's wanted to come up and do, or he's wanted to do stuff with me on YouTube for quite a while. COVID got in the way. I know Nick really well, who owns ID Brands, who is the plantation importer. I've known Nick for many, many years. We got along really, really well. So this could be the start of a bit of plantation stuff going on. Could be awesome. Hopefully they're just realising that YouTube is the way forward to do stuff like this. We'll see. I know I have got, not exclusive, but I have got one of the first bottles of their spiced rum that should be released. It was supposed to be released now, but it's going in March now, I think, called Cane Rock. So as soon, I should have the Cane Rock before it's even released. I can't wait for that, because they know I've got the audience for spiced rum. So that should be pretty epic. Because if Plantation are going to do spiced rum, they're going to do it properly. So I cannot wait to taste that. Well, I've tasted it, to be fair. It was down at Rumfest. Epic. I cannot wait to have a bottle of it. So it's not going to be Plantation. It's just going to be called Cane Rock. To be fair, I've got photos of the bottle, and that was very good. So yes. Right. Oh, wow. So, more questions. I'm Duke Kaboom. Where do we get to? Hang on. Live show still going. 34 at 10:50. Yeah, why not? Got to crack that. Right, guys. Been a blast. Off to work at 5:30. Cheers, Ash. Thanks for coming. Trinidad, Jamaica. Scott. When sipping, if you're not filming, how do you have your rum? Ice. Just literally like that. Who's that? Scott. Literally like that now, Scott. Depends what it is, to be fair, but literally like that. I've got a whole ton of these. Literally got a ton. We've got there 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I've got 42 of these. And I've got the Bartender Brand Awards judging on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm going to be in here all on Monday afternoon and Tuesday afternoon judging. And I've got the rum, I've got soft drinks, whiskey. I'm not sure what else I've got, to be fair. I've got the boxes. Just in case you think I'm making this up. Bartenders Brand Awards. So big judging, one of the big judging. It's not the World Spirit Awards, but the Bartender Brand Awards. Big ones for UK. Box number 1. that's full of stuff for me to judge. And then box number 2. That's just full of samples and stuff. So that's Jesus. That's my Monday and Tuesday. Because I'm a legend, didn't I? I'm a legend. So yeah, those 2 boxes are completely full, and I've got last year's just to kind of show you how they come. Let's just dive into that. So I've got last year's, and they all come in little samples like that. Yeah. So those boxes, can we see that? Those boxes. I've got a whole ton of. So oh, Jesus, smack my face. Can you see that? Look, right, you can see how many samples are in this box, can't you? So yeah, I've got a couple of fun days ahead of me. Monday and Tuesday. Tomorrow, that should be good. Right, where else are we? Right, Trinidad. Question, have you tried Wing Walker Spiced Rum? Never heard of it. Really sorry, never heard of it. Anyone, where's the espresso? Kay, it's in the Discord, STB Live. No, what's it called? STB, I forget what it is. Kay, it's in the Discord. Cocktails, the STB Live cocktail recipes, is it? I forget what it is, but it's in there. It's to cut and paste it on Thursday, Friday, so it's definitely in there, 100%. Barocca Plantations New Line. It's the vintage collection. There we go. Cool. There we go. Right, we've caught up. Awesome. We are at 22:59 and 40 seconds. 3 hours, nearly 3 hours. You lot have been awesome. I love doing this. Yeah. So I think that's it. Next week, definitely kind of entry-level Jamaican. But where the conversation goes after that, I've got nothing else planned. I really want to crack one of those. I might end up cracking all 3. I don't know, because I've got a few shows planned on that. But yeah, so that should be good. So thank you very much for watching. As always, it's been a pleasure. I absolutely love doing this. And I will see you on Tuesday for Tuesday's video. Buying your first Jamaican rum. That's what's going on. So yes, I'm going to take that off now. Graphics, that can hide that. Let's put that on there. I will thank you very much. Don't forget Plantation on the 6th of February, but I will be here next week as well. But I'll see you on Tuesday. Don't forget the drink stuff videos as well. All right, just double check there's no more questions. No, thank you very much. Cheers, Claire. Oh, you're all saying goodbye. I'm going to give you the rundown now. Kay, Scott, Trevor, Claire, David. I think that's everyone saying goodbye. Yeah, I could be here all night saying goodbye. Thank you very much. I will see you. We'll see you on Tuesday, but I will see you next Sunday. All right? Toodaloo.